Yeah, welcome to the Blue Stand once again, people. We're going to do the Chelsea Crystal Palace reaction plus everything else. Uh, Michailo Mudryk is our signing, our player. Yeah, so that's good. Um, yeah, before I go to the panelists, just want to mention a few things on the game. Yeah, it was a very emotional day at Stamford Bridge yesterday. With Viali, what we did for Viali, what Chelsea Football Club did, pay tribute. Yeah, it was great to see all the ex-legends there, John Terry, Mark Hughes, uh, and the rest of them. There was about 15 players, 18 players, I think, altogether, who played with him or were managed under him. Yeah, it was great to see the crowd, really were up for it, especially for Viali. And before the game, we were all saying we have to win today, if not for just the 3 points, but for Viali. It would have been a big shame if we didn't go and win that game. And we just managed it. The game we started well. We had the ball in the first half mostly. We had the ball, but we wasn't that dangerous. Crystal Palace, they had a few shots, very good shots. Kepa saved us again. Really, could have been worse. Could have been a draw, or we could have lost even without Kepa. Especially one great save he did. Yeah. So Carl Havertz, he got the goal in the end in the second half, but because of Ziyech put that ball right on his head, he could have missed. Where he could have missed that. Mind you, he did miss another great chance was Ziyech crossed over and he absolutely missed it. And it was only, 10 yards out. He should have scored. He could have had 3 goals, really. But he's not on great form at the moment, even if he got that goal. Great header. It was great to see that ball go in the net. It was a big relief for the fans and for everyone involved with the club. Yeah, so, yeah, it was a tough game, I would say, but I think we just about deserved to win. Um, a great performances from our right back alongside Silva. Bashuali done great for me. I was very impressed with him. Didn't make one mistake. He got all the headers in, all the dangerous corners Palace will put it in. Him and Thiago Silva really defending well. Thiago Silva is always great for us. He had a great game, Bashuai. Who's that? Okay, Joe, can you Joe, um, put your mic on mute, Joe, to you're talking, please. John, I think it's John's mic. John, can you go on mute? John, uh, John, can you put your mic on mute, please? He can't hear me. So lift his mic. Let me put him on mute. Yeah, that's better. It's good. All right. So, yeah, great performances from the and Chukwuemeka. I said Bashuali had a great game. Chukwuemeka was good. He started well. He didn't make the whole game, but what he did was good. And Conor Gallagher had a great game for me. He was everywhere. Most of the players had a good game, really. But we could have been better. I still say Carl Havertz is still not on great form. I know he scored. John, can you go put your mic on mute, please? Anyway, yeah. So eventually we won 1-0. Great, performance. Great to see at last we won. But, we've not finished yet. We saw our new signing at halftime being introduced. It was great to see Mudryk, uh, Modric. Sorry, I'll put him up here. Here he is saying halftime with the flag around him. Yeah, great. Yeah. Um, yeah. So let me introduce the panelists as well. Hi, Jaro, you there? Hello, Jaro. Hold on. John, can you hear me?
Yeah, Nick.
Oh, Jaro, you here? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
yeah,
here.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When you're not speaking, can you put your mics on mute and unmute it when you're speaking? Yeah. Welcome, Jaro. Welcome, John. Certified was here. I don't know what he's got to again. Probably be back. Yeah. So, what's your feelings, Jaro? I'll come to you first, as you were here first. About the game yesterday.
Okay, so first, I think it was good. It was good to have a win. After going through a run of bad performances, I think it was good we had a win. The performance, then the selection. I think for the first time, Graham Potter um, made a very ruthless call. So I think the squad he picked was was right. It was actually the right squad for the game. Looking at the performances of the player, I think the only person that is only there by chance is Jorginho because of injuries to Zakaria. But every other thing that he picked, every other player he picked, I think it was okay. If you remember when we had this last session, I talked
Yeah.
about bringing Badia Chile into the game
Yeah.
to pair.
Yes.
Um, yeah, so I talked about bringing Badia Chile if he was going to play Lewis Hall, he will need Badia Chile to protect him. So I think the setup was okay. Obviously, not he's not strong because Chelsea are already in a bad form. So it's the confidence will not be.
Yeah.
But in Kai Havertz missed a lot of chances. Yeah, he
Yes.
got the goal, but it's very obvious that he's not in form. He really needs to get back to form. I understand why he's always ahead of Aubameyang, but he needs to make those chances count. He needs to make those chances count. I think in the second half, with the introduction of Aubameyang, I think he helped the game. I saw more positive passes in the second half of the game, like
Mm.
more driving passes. Just that they were not properly measured. So overall, I think it was a good result, a well-deserved win. Not on the ground of performance, but I think it was quite an emotional game. Chelsea
Yes.
needed that game for Viali. They needed that win for Viali. It was really about getting that 3 points. So
For sure.
um, yes, so bringing in Mudryk is is a statement signing. I think Mudryk is a statement signing. I think this is the first time that Chelsea. Okay, this is like the second time Chelsea is spending, uh, almost breaking the bank in January. The last time it happened was Fernando Torres, where they
Mm.
broke the bank for a player in January. This is the second time, and this is more like a statement signing. So hopefully we don't get to miss João Felix in the Liverpool game and in the game against Fulham. So I expect Mudryk to make a difference. I expect I don't know who else, but for now we just have to build the confidence up of the players, knowing that right now we have a seriously underperforming squad. Even the little time that Kovacic came in, it was very obvious why Gallagher benched him. And yes, Gallagher had a wonderful game. He was
Yeah.
he was he was more like our Kante on the pitch. He made sure that he disrupted a lot of play. Then when he had the chance to when he had the opportunity to move forward, he made his passes. He made himself available for ZH in terms of, so he was really alive in the game, and
Mm.
he's he's more or less. And then yeah, Kepa had a good game, and I think Chaloba. I know you remember I mentioned Chaloba.
Yeah.
Probably I would prefer Chaloba instead of Koulibaly. So I think
Yeah.
those selections were okay. Chaloba came back to form, and he really proved himself in the
Yeah,
game.
it was
So
a lot better, wasn't he? A lot better than the Fulham game.
was a
You
lot.
know, another reason why we won yesterday was the back didn't make any mistakes. Uh,
Yes.
Batshuayi, Chalobah, of course, Thiago Silva would never make mistakes. And
Mm,
Lewis Hall was really good as well. I know
yeah.
he missed a great chance, but he's only young, and for me, he gets better every time I see him. Yeah, go
And
sorry.
you
Yeah,
remember that is not his best position. He's only learning
yeah.
how to play in that position. So hopefully, he could be. Maybe he needs the confidence of Marcos Alonso to be
Hmm.
able to move forward and then take those chances when you have them. So, but overall, he had a fine game. Looks like he continue to start ahead of Cucurella for this season, in my own opinion, until Chilwell is fully fit. So
Hmm.
that's all from my end. I think that's all from my end. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. Yes. Oh, John's gone out now. Welcome, Dex.
Hello, hello.
Hi. Yeah, we're going to come to Liverpool soon, and the rest of the results of what happened. Yeah, we're just talking about Chelsea Palace at the moment. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, it wasn't a brilliant game, but it was a tough game. It was a good game to watch, especially second half. I think for me, uh, and we started attacking more. I think in the second half, but Palace, they had their chances, like we said. What do you take? I don't know if you saw the game or highlights. What
Yeah,
what's
I
your
watched
take
the
on it?
game.
Yeah.
I watched the game. To be fair, I said about what Chelsea needs to do in order to get a win under their belt,
Mm,
and from what I watched of the game, they came out of the blocks a lot more better, a bit more quicker, a bit more sharper. Um, and they got forward at times, and they got in good positions, and they had good chances, and then then they got their goal, which was well deserved. But Palace have their chances as well, but again they don't really have anyone clinical really that they when they got their chance that it can get taken. That was the difference between the two sides really all game.
mm,
I think when I saw the lineup when it came out, there were I did raise a few eyebrows for me, like the likes of like Lewis Hall playing left back and Chalobah playing right back. I was like, I kind of like questioned Potter a bit. I was like thinking, why is he doing that? Like, what's the reason for doing that? And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, Lewis Hall and Chalobah, even though it's not their main positions, they actually did well and they done a job there, which was fair credit to them. It paid off. Um, Lewis Hall, I thought, was the best player on the pitch. For me, he got up and down. He tried to be brave on the ball, which, you know, most of the time, some of the Chelsea players, they can't seem to do it. But he was very brave. He got up players. He tried to create something. He was a bit unlucky not to score because there was one that he tried. It looked like it
yeah.
was a cross, but then, I thought it was going to bounce off the post or something and,
Yeah. Yeah.
go in the net.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Go on. Yeah,
yeah,
I thought he was going in. We all thought he was going in, but
yeah,
yeah,
it was a bit of a funny one, yeah. But I agree, yeah. But no, he had a very good game, and then yeah, like the rest of the players, they played well as well. I think what could be a bit more better on the performance side for improvement for the next game. I think when Chelsea get forward, I think they need to be a bit more. They need to be a bit more direct and a bit more quicker, because I feel like at times they were moving the ball well, but I think they could have passed it a bit more quicker. But at the end of the day,
yeah,
it doesn't really matter. 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if it was a bad or good performance. 3 points and a win is all that matters really at the end of the day for a football team. So yeah, it was a
for
good win
sure.
for Chelsea all round, and yeah, hopefully now they can take that that win into the next game now,
Which
which
is which you don't
yeah.
want us to have a good game.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's one of those ones,
It's gonna be it's
just got
still
to wait
gonna
on
be
the
a great
day.
game. Liverpool Chelsea game's always great. It's gonna be the same. It'd be close. It's gonna be one of those games again. You watch.
Yeah,
We're
100%.
gonna go. Yeah, we talk about. Yeah, go on. If you go ahead, Dex, you were saying.
Yeah, and yeah, and another thing that I think Potter needs to do is now, if that team that he selected has done well that game, I think just stick with the same team now. Don't
Yeah,
Obviously you can rotate a bit, and tweak a few things here and there, but don't do a massive overhaul of rotation. Like, don't rotate the back four. For example, don't take Badishi, I can't pronounce the Badishi or whatever his name is. The French centre back. Don't take him out and then put him on the bench
no, he has
again.
to stay for
He
me.
has to
He had a
stay
good
there now.
game, very good game for me.
Yeah,
Didn't put a foot wrong. He won all the headers from the corners, free kicks. He was there. He really impressed me for his first full game. Really good, and he's only young as well. But
exactly.
He's big. I like him. Really good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's what you need in the centre back. And now, hopefully, this is a clear message to players like Koulibaly. Gives them a clear message to them if they're sitting on the bench. Like, listen, you've lost your spot now. You need to earn it back. You can't just walk back in the team. So hopefully, this is a step of Potter being a bit more ruthless with his players now.
Yeah.
And he needs to do that. So, but yeah, not really. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say really on the game.
Yeah. Okay. Before I come to you, John, just read a few of these comments one below. Tobago saying man of the match was Thiago Silva. Yeah, for me, it was close. Thiago Silva, he's always great. It was very close. Even Ziyech had a great game, and Gallagher had a good game, a really good game as well. But yeah, it's hard to give the man of the match. I'll have to think about that. We come to the ratings after. Tobago, yeah, saying that. What's he saying? We created a lot of chances and we scored one goal. Yeah, that's true. We should have scored more. Really, we should have. But Palace could have as well. They had chances, don't forget.
Yeah.
5 on target, but luckily Kepa was on form. He made one little, nearly made a mistake, but he redeemed himself for one. But he made a really great save. I forgot what player, but really massive save. Could have been a draw if he didn't save that. Yeah, so yeah, he had a good game. Yeah, what else did they say? Yeah, you will never walk alone. That's for you, Dex.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Tobago there.
Yeah.
And yeah, but Batshuayi is telling us his name's Bernot. Bernot. Is it Bernot? But no, I can't even say it properly yet. But Batshuayi. I'll call him Batshuayi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Badiashile.
Yeah, thanks, Gyro. How you say that again? Badiashile.
Yeah,
Badiashile.
Badiashile.
Badiashile, that's right. Yeah.
We can call him Benoit. Benoit.
Yeah. Because we read it in English, it's like Batshuayi, but it's Bashia, Say again, Bashaili.
But you can just call it Benoit. Benoit,
Wow,
because
that's what. Yeah.
Benoit.
That's what they were saying on the commentary
Mm,
or match of the day when they were doing the highlights.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he had a great game for me. Well, let's just see what he's saying here. These people. Tobago again hit the like button. Yeah, and we've seen that one. And it's all about Deck is T8. Trent Alexander-Arnold ready for Mudryk? So, question for you, Dex.
I mean, I hope so. Number one. Number two, to be fair,
Yeah.
like I don't know. I don't know if Mudryk will start. Like it'll
I
be a
think he
bit.
will. I think he will start. I think he
Yeah,
will because he's gonna be ready. He's ready.
yeah.
Um,
A bit. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But
yeah, of course we have to. We haven't
yeah.
seen him. And it's not easy. Felix hit him straight away running. We don't know. Anything can happen in the first game. Anything.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we have to wait and see. Yeah.
actually, it's not. I know Chukwuemeka had a good game,
Yeah.
but I don't know if there is any other player that will be able to provide a threat for Trent right now.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
if at all Potter decides to bench Mudryk to read into the game and then come in, he may likely, and you have Chukwuemeka, but he may prefer to go with Aubameyang on that wing. Because Aubameyang, aside from being an out-and-out striker, he also plays from the wing.
Yeah.
So possibly to provide maybe a threat or an outlet for counter attack
Uh-huh.
once Liverpool comes in. So you bring in, so he will likely bring in Aubameyang. But if he doesn't, if he decides to start Chukwuemeka, he will start Chukwuemeka in that position, or he will bring Mudryk. But looking at the squad right now, one of the reasons why they just inject any new player that comes in is because the truth is the team needs a lift on the pitch.
Hmm.
They really need that lift on the pitch. What João Felix did is probably, or if not possibly, what they will need from Mudryk to actually lift the morale of the team. I don't know. Are we playing away? We're playing away to Liverpool, right? Dex.
Yeah, Saturday, Joe. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, away to
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Early kickoff, 12:30 on Saturday. Yeah.
So I think he may likely start Mudryk. But I expect that game to be very, very tight. More like I know Graham Potter would not like to concede early. He wouldn't like to concede early. I don't. I know Liverpool are having a poor season overall, but for the record, they have not struggled against a team like Man City, and I think playing against Chelsea will also have its own impact. My thoughts.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, good points, Jaro. Yeah, let's welcome GP here as well. I'll come to you, Johnny, in a minute. Just want to say big up to you, Pyrex King. I know it's Noah. Yeah, thanks for coming in the chat. Yeah, Will Havertz fully Canuti. Dex, what do you think Havertz will bully him?
I mean, Pyrex has got his own opinions, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I don't know.
We'll
I
see.
don't know. Havertz
Yeah.
recently he hasn't really been much of a threat, so I don't know. Hopefully, Kanai can keep him quiet. And to be fair, Kanai's been one of our best centre backs at the moment.
Yes.
With Van Dijk injured, so
Yep, you're right there. Yeah, let's welcome John. John, are you there? John? I know John's there, but you know sometimes he goes away and then comes. All right, let's go to GP2. John is ready. Welcome GP to the Blues then. We're mainly talking about the reaction of yesterday's game with Palace, and plus all the other things. We'll come to the Premiership, the results and the league table and all that soon. What's your thoughts on yesterday's game and your player of the match? Your overall thoughts on the game.
And,
GP, you there? Yeah. Hello. I think you might maybe have connection problems. GP, you there? John?
It's Mike.
Yeah, it's Mike, maybe. Yeah, anyway, I'll read the comments till these people come. John, are you there? John? It's funny because they're here, but they're not talking. Maybe their connections. Yeah.
I don't know if you can
Oh,
hear
John.
me, but my reception is dreadful at the moment, so you'll have to give me a little while.
I'll hear you. I can hear you, but not as loud as usual. Yeah. Go on, John. Okay. When you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you, John, but try again and see if I can hear you a bit.
Hello.
Hello, GP, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, before I couldn't.
Sorry,
Did you hear
sorry
what I
about
was saying? Yeah, go on. I was saying, what's your overall thoughts on yesterday's game and who you think was the man of the match for us?
Yeah, sorry about that, Nick. Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to be on here, and hello everyone. So I think, like I said, I'm happy for the 3 points that we earned. It's been a while since we got a win like that, but it was just enough. So that's why I'm not too enthusiastic, about barely getting by for over Palace, who have never, no disrespect to them, just have been not the best. And if coming from Kai Havertz, who, okay, if he had missed that, I think this whole generational talk needs to stop. But he did what he had to do. So he made the goal. It was perfect. It gave some confidence to Mudryk coming as our new signing, watching from the stands or from the VIP box. And man of the match, for me, Silva. I think without him, this is the whole line. And even though Kepa kept us well into the game, made it three incredible saves. So I where was he at like that for in the past 2-3 matches? But it is what it is. We got the win. Now we can focus on Liverpool.
Yeah. Paul McPrevin is saying JP. Paul is a Liverpool fan. He comes on sometimes in the chat. He was asking some questions last time, Dex, but you wasn't here. I was answering them, Liverpool questions, Paul, if you have anything, we have our Liverpool panelist Dex here. He will answer you anything you want to know about Liverpool, for sure. Yeah, John, welcome. Are you back, John? Go on, Dex.
I was going to say, in response to that, Nick, please keep it clean, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, he's okay. He's been here before. Yeah, he's a good chap. Another Liverpool fan, but he's okay. Yeah. John, can you hear us now? I think John's still got problems. He's come back, but I can't hear him. So with that, let's go to The route, I didn't know. Let me just read some of these messages before. Just one, Bull Mac Preben is saying, just one thing I'm not happy about much at the moment, but the Bellingham is coming. I'm happy. But if, that's a big if, because Chelsea, we're keeping an eye on that as well. Did you hear that, Dex?
Yeah, I mean, the whole Bellingham thing, like, obviously I want it to happen, but I'm not very optimistic as most of the fans are, because it's going to be a massive transfer fee and it's going to be a lot. And it's
true.
At the moment, with FSG, I can't see it happening with them in charge. Like, hopefully, if we get new owners in by the summer, then it'll be a possibility, but it'll be very hard to attract him, especially as well. Like, if we don't finish top 4 or anything, it'll be even more harder. But we just have to wait and see and hope. Anything can happen in the transfer window. But yeah,
it's true. I think Bellingham is one for the summer, and I can see us going for him. We are looking at him as well. We've been looking at him all the time, but you have to be, careful from Chelsea, because we can come in and get him as well. Let's see what else is here. John is back again. John, can you hear? Can you hear us now?
I was on my iPad. Phone is working.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. I hear you loud and clear now. That's good. So I know you was at the match as well, like myself yesterday.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, great emotional day for us. It was unbelievable. The match, we had to win. If not for the points for Vialli, we managed it. So at the end, we were all happy. We won it for Vialli. That was the main thing, mission yesterday. And it was brilliant to hear, everyone screaming his name out. It was good. Plus, we saw some of our ex-legends there, which was great. Yeah, I'll let you carry on. What's your overall take on yesterday? Go on. Go ahead.
The Vialli tribute was excellent, very good. I don't know what's the right word for a tribute like that, but I thought it was brilliant. I loved the 2 banners. The game, 3 points is 3 points. As you say, we needed to win. I thought Havertz played very well. As there one Chelsea fan on Twitter wanted him out of the club because he looked miserable during his post-match interview. I don't quite get that, but there we go. I'm looking forward to our mid-table clash with Liverpool on Saturday morning. We'll see how we go. So sure. Yeah, 3 points, 3 points. Havertz could have had a hat-trick of headers. He should have scored in the first half, and he had scored one good goal with his head, and then he had another good chance to score with his head. But there we go. It was 1-0 was good enough. And they were quiet. Football fans are so odd, aren't they? Including Chelsea fans. I'm not exempting them for that. But Palace, who were wasting time from minute 1, got very agitated when they thought Chelsea were wasting time in minute 80.
Yeah.
So, you reap what you sow, I'm afraid.
Exactly.
So, yeah, there we go.
And then John, go on, carry on.
No, the win was the most important thing.
Yeah, so. And for Vialli, when we did it, it would have been a disaster if we didn't win yesterday, because we all the legends here, ex-players, players that Vialli managed. Mark Hughes, John Terry, Carlo Kuru, what's his name? Cudicini. I didn't see Zola. I don't think.
I didn't have the best because they had their backs to me. I didn't see.
Yeah, I could see most of them, but not all of them. They were, it's a bit far from where I was, but It was good to see Mark Hughes there. People like that. So we done it. We done it for Vialli. We got the points which we had to. OG, you can come on. It's never a full house.
Would you like to hear my Tottenham joke?
Yes, of course. We want to hear a Tottenham joke.
I'm sure some of you have seen it doing the rounds already. Tottenham have asked that the man who kicked the Arsenal goalkeeper comes forward.
Yeah.
They will get a lifetime ban. To date, 3,412 people have come forward.
Really? Yeah, that's a great joke. Yeah, they can all come. I think they all want to get banned the way they're going. But Arsenal completely destroyed them.
Arsenal, I'm not an Arsenal. Yeah. Arsenal were just amazing, weren't they?
We don't like Arsenal, but they destroyed Tottenham.
Like men against boys.
They could have been 6-0, really. If they wanted to, it could have been. But I think they.
Yeah. I think Conte is wobbling, isn't he?
He's not Conte. Conte is the players he wants. He ain't gonna get, and you're gonna see Conte leaving, like everyone does from Tottenham. They can't get the players they want, then they go. Usual story with Tottenham. That's what I see happening. Yeah, OG, there's room if you want to come on, just jump on. We have room for 10 panelists here. It's no problem. Let's see what Bo is saying. Is it Bo or Bo? I keep calling him Bo. Bo, I think. Bo McFerrin. I can guarantee that he will come. I will come back to this channel when it's confirmed, okay? He's talking about Jude Bellingham. He said he's guaranteed he's going to Liverpool. Yeah, he could well go to Liverpool. Let's see what happens. But I don't think it'd be anything that's going to happen right now in January.
Is he saying this window or at the end of the season?
Yeah, he didn't say which window. I think he thinks
he's talking about the summer window.
Yeah, it's got to be summer, hasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Wherever it goes. But I mean, everyone's interested in him because he's a good player. So we're going to see what happens. Liverpool, of course, they can get him. Any big club can get him. It's who is willing to pay the most.
So, Dex, what is the score with FSG? Are they looking to sell? Is it rumour? What's going?
Do you know what? I think what from what I've been reading, I think at first they're looking to sell, but their stance sort of changed because they haven't had any interest as of yet in terms of a full takeover. So they basically said now, well, we'll be interested in either a full takeover or a new investor coming in and putting money into the club along with them. So basically they're selling a stake of the club to a new investor, whoever wants to come in, because in case they don't get a full, because they want at least, this is what has been reported from reliable journalists and stuff. Apparently, they think they want around 4 billion bid for the club. That's what they think is the value for Liverpool at the moment. Now, I heard last night, I don't know how reliable it is, but apparently there's rumours going on. Apparently, there's a deal getting close with a Qatari consortium that apparently the deal for that is close, but apparently they're trying to keep it under wraps until at least near the end of the season. I don't know why, but
why are FSG looking to get out then? What's the issue?
They just want to sell because numerous of things, John. Number one is that they can't afford to put in loads of money like what Newcastle do with their owners and Man City. They can't put in 150, 250 million transfer budget every season, every year. They can't do it. And as well, I think what they've done to the club in terms of financially and stability, and what they've done to the stadium, and the training ground and all that. You know, they've paid for that as well. I think what they've done now, they've taken Liverpool as far as they can in terms of a value market sort of asset, and now they want to use that money to go into other business projects like in America. So I think they've recently bought a new NFL football team or American football team or something, and they're looking for something else. But yeah, you know what American owners are like, John. You know, they stay around at a football club for a bit, and then once they've they've taken it as far as they can, they want to go and buy new business ventures and new sports and teams and stuff like that. It's just what they do, really.
Okay, all right, yeah.
That's you never know. They could get new owners. Let's see what happens with Liverpool. But massive club. They will get different owners sooner or later on the jobs.
I said because of huge difficulties as well at Everton.
Oh God, Everton. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, Everton. The fans have had enough. I don't blame them. I'm going to go into the Premiership now. At the moment, Arsenal, they're running away 47 points. Played the same games 18 with Man City, who are on 39 points. It's nearly 10 points. It's quite a while. 8 points in front of City.
Yeah.
Then we have Newcastle. Newcastle 38 points. They're not far behind City. 1 point. But they played a game more. Man United are coming up strong. 38 points as well now. So and then we go to Tottenham, who are losing a bit of form. But they played more games than United. They played a game more. 19 games, 33 points. Then Fulham, of all people. Fulham of 31 points. But they played 20 games. We have a game in hand over them. Brighton, 7th place, Brighton, 30 points. And 8th place, Brentford, 29 points. Then we have to go all the way to 9th place to mention Liverpool, who are on 28 points with ourselves. Liverpool have played one less than us. We played 19 games and we got 28 points, same as them. So massive game on Saturday for Chelsea and Liverpool. Because if we win, you can easily get into 5th place. If Tottenham lose, we can go above. We have to win. And Liverpool are going to want the same, of course. It's a nice win game for both clubs. Then you go down to 11th place. You got Aston Villa, 25 points. Palace, 12th place, 22 points. Nottingham Forest, 19 games, they've got 20 points. Forest are doing really well. They've won their last 3 games, moving out of that bottom 3. Forest, 13th place now, and moving really good, 20 points. Leeds in trouble, 18 games, 17 points. Leicester, same, but they played a game more, 17 points. Then you have Wolves, 17 points. Bournemouth, 16, going downwards, which I don't, I like to see Bournemouth get out of this Premiership. They're not a Premiership club, I'm afraid. Stadium is not big enough to be a Premiership club. How can you get 11,000 capacity and be a Premiership club? Doesn't make sense. When they build a stadium, we allow them back. So Everton, second from bottom on 15 points, with Southampton, who are bottom 15 points. So it's looking really bad for Everton Football Club. No wonder the fans are going mad. They're mostly. I haven't heard them shout Frank Lampard out as much as they're shouting for the board to get out. I'll go to. Let's go to you, JP. What do you think about all this? Everton.
It's incredible.
Huh?
Oh, just Everton.
Yeah, Everton. You think they're gonna go down?
You know what? It's the first time for everything, and this could be
Yeah,
the year.
so yeah, it could happen. Yeah,
It could
go on.
happen. But
I mean,
how
the
much?
table. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Sorry. How much blame would you give Lampard for this? Like I know
Uh,
as you mentioned. I'm sorry. As you mentioned
yeah,
that the fans are more going at the board than they are of Lampard, who we
Lampard.
know isn't a Premier League caliber manager. Um,
Yeah,
this squad is not filled with the most amazing players, but they have young, promising talent. I think if they had the right manager, they wouldn't be in this position. But
yeah.
I think he's going to go down with the sinking ship.
The way they're going, and I think you're right. I said it on your show. Frank Lampard, great player, great legend, but he's not a top club manager.
But if
Uh,
you look at that Everton team, whether they're
yeah,
being well coached or not, they're surely too strong to go down, aren't they? You'd think on paper there have got to be 3 weaker teams than Everton. I mean,
Absolutely.
Bournemouth being one.
yeah.
I can't see Everton. I just can't see Everton going down. I just can't.
You know why, John? Because they've never been relegated.
They've never been relegated. No.
That's why we can't see it. But it could happen. The way they're going, it could really happen because, 15 points sitting right at the bottom with Southampton. Southampton started to win a game the other day. Started to play. Ward-Prowse played really good. I'll give Southampton a chance to stay up. But for me, Bournemouth, Everton, and I'm going to go for Leicester. No, Leicester, Bournemouth, Everton for me are going down. That's what I think at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think Everton will go down. I just can't see that.
Like JP said, there's always a first time.
Oh, yeah, there is. Of course there is. Of course there is.
Massive club, we've seen it before. Leeds United, when they first went down, massive club, but they went, yeah, go on.
Okay, so actually, most times I think this is more like we're just getting into mid-season in terms of the number of games that have been played. I know that the table is actually looking surprising right now. Like everyone is shocked to see Newcastle where they are, Fulham where they are, Brentford where they are. It's a surprise. Like Brentford has actually beaten Manchester United, they have beaten Liverpool, they have beaten Man City. Then when you now go down the table, people are shocked to see West Ham where they are. Actually, West Ham, Everton, and and Southampton are all on 15 points.
Yeah.
If they are all on 15 points, but I
they're
think
15. Bournemouth on 16 points, and Everton, Southampton 15.
If there is a team that will go amongst those three that are there, I think West Ham will go up.
Yeah, West Ham. Yeah, West Ham.
Go up. Everton like to get into dogfight of when it's now 10 games to go. I don't think Everton will finish below 15.
But
Everton now is I don't think is helping the players to push because the board is supposed to be able to make an easy decision to either replace the coach, because I think, in my own opinion, based on what the board can offer, they actually backed Frank Lampard to be able to get in some players that are Everton quality. I don't think that as much as Everton is a fantastic club, respect to them, there's a level of player they can afford. And Lampard actually had time to bring in top senior players. The center back he has are experienced players. But and then he has fluid. I think his attack is actually fluid, and he was able to bring in at least one or two players that he has. So I think they will push up from game 30 when they get to game week 30. Probably
Yeah,
by
to know
then they
what.
will
Yeah.
in. Uh, uh, the way the fans are actually agitating for the board to be sacked is going to create a problem because the board right now cannot do anything to Lampard. The fans are in a way trying to shield Lampard from being sacked because it's also the same fans that actually chose Frank Lampard over the Portuguese coach.
Mm.
That I think the Portuguese coach is now the coach of my country football club. That's Nigeria. He's actually the
Yeah.
coach of right now. They were actually it was the fans that actually went for Frank Lampard because of his personality and all of that and all of that. But the truth is, I think Lampard has Lampard is not a coach that can function with that type of team. I don't think so. He's at best when he has that type of squad. He's at best a championship. It's my
Yeah.
own. He's at best. He's more
Yeah.
like a coach. He's
Championship.
not
Yeah.
that can
Championship
finish.
level. Yeah.
He's,
I agree with you. For me, I said it before. He can't manage a top club in the Premiership.
yeah,
Maybe a Bournemouth, he could manage. I could see him manage Southampton maybe, but not many teams that Brighton's of this world he can manage.
yeah,
But not the top teams. I can't see it.
yeah. So,
Yeah, go on.
but
Sorry. Yeah.
So part of what I noticed about his style of management, when he was in Chelsea, his first season in Chelsea, at a point Chelsea was actually going down the table towards mid-season. At that period, he was actually playing younger players. He actually benched the likes of the
Rudiger,
Rudiger,
Rudiger, Alonso. Don't
Alonso,
forget, he froze them out
Jorginho.
completely.
In fact, he benched Jorginho for this
Yes.
young man that is in Brighton now. So at a point they were actually underperforming. The senior players had to come and lift the club. Specifically, the time that there was this game where Chelsea beat Arsenal 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. He actually had to make a change that brought in Jorginho, and then he ended up winning the game 2-1. So it was the senior players that actually helped the likes of Giroud, Alonso. They were the ones that helped help Chelsea secure Champions League football that season.
Mm.
Early in the season, the young players were flying. The same thing with current Everton. Early in the season, it was the likes of this young lad that Chelsea were trying to approach, and they were pricing him 80 million. It was
Oh,
they were
yeah.
that were flying. So I still believe that even with where Chelsea and Liverpool is, between now and game 30, a lot of things are going to change.
Yeah.
I think I'm seeing this mid start of the season. We just came back from World Cup, so most of these teams are kind of replicating the way they started. I remember Brentford started this very season, very well. They beat Manchester United, I think 4-0. I remembered in the start of the season. So they are starting their mid very well. They will still come down. Fulham will still eventually go down. They will still go down. The people I'm not sure of, I'm just watching because now they just had a major injury, is Newcastle. Gumaresh is injured, but I'm hearing now that they want to come and take 3 players from Chelsea, 2 midfielders and an attacker from Chelsea. So I think the table is still going to shake between now and game
Yeah.
week. So I think it will. I think it will.
Mm.
Then let me just say for Liverpool's game, I'm thinking that Jurgen Klopp may have to bench Trent if he sees Mudryk if he's expecting Mudryk on the lineup. He would rather play Gomez because Gomez is more secured in terms of at the back. But because they are playing at Anfield, the fans are going to be way making a lot. And Anfield is not a very easy place to win. So very likely the fans are going to give a lot of support and he will play Trent. Because Trent did not really have a good game against Brighton, but I remember that they played away. So I think that in mind. Then for Chelsea, probably they might have to bring in something that can match, because this match the defense of that can bully Liverpool's defense. Because that the other defender that came in, the dark guy, the young defender, I'm trying to remember his name.
Badashile?
No, not Badashile, for Liverpool.
Oh, for the
Liverpool
I'm
sent
sorry.
Konuti.
Konate. Konate is
Oh,
he's going to bully Harvard.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's what the Liverpool fans are saying.
We're
going to come to the Liverpool game. We're going to do a preview, during the week. Let's go back to the Palace game. Let's give our ratings. I will start with Dex, who's first here on top. Dex, let's start with Kepa. Ratings for the players. Kepa.
I think Kepa did a lot more better in this game than he did the last in the Fulham game. So I'll give Kepa a 7.
Yeah, good. Fair mark. I got to Gyro Kepa. Gyro. Oh, Gyro's gone now. I'll go to you, JP. Well, what will we get a Kepa?
Are we just doing like whole numbers? Or are we doing
ratings
like,
out of 10?
Okay.
Out of 10 for the our players.
If we're just doing whole numbers, I will give him a 9.
9 for Kepa. Yeah, he saved us really. That's a
He
good
kept us in the
mark.
game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, John.
6 for me.
6. Yeah, that's average mark. 6.
Yeah. He's an
Yeah.
average. But
Yeah, I know. Fulham, he was a bit crazy against Fulham. God, you really had me shaking. But at least, yesterday he played a lot better. I'm going to give Kepa a 7, like Dexter. I think he deserves a 7 because of that one great save he did when he flew like Peter Benetti. Like the cat, John, and the save. Yeah,
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, you must have. God, that was one of the best actions in the game.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So I'll go 7. Let's go to Thiago Silva, Dex.
Thiago Silva, I'll give him a 7 as well.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I mean, he did do good. I mean, he did his job, but there was just a bit of a few iffy bit of moments that I think he could have done a bit more better. But overall, he was defensively solid, so I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, people in the chat, OG, the rest of you, want to give your marks. Give your marks for Kepa. We said Kepa, Thiago Silva now. Marks out of 10. If you want to put your marks in, it'd be good to see what you think. JP Silva.
I think this is right. Like he did have maybe a moment or two that he could have done better, but I mean he is the best part. He is the defense right now. So I would say just below Kepa at an 8.
Yeah. John. Thiago Silva, John.
I'd give him an 8. I don't know. Yeah, 8. The first time I've not seen it before, but I thought he was very, very vocal on the pitch yesterday, which is the first time I've really heard him be vocal. So largely to Hall about positioning, but I thought you had a good game yesterday, and I'm not a nailed on
Yeah,
Thiago Silva is a hero
I
fan.
know.
I
Yes.
would give him. I'd give him an 8. I thought
Yeah,
it was excellent yesterday. I'd always give his wife a 10 for giving
yeah,
her marks.
yeah. That's true. Yeah, you can give his wife a 10.
She's brilliant. She's absolutely
Yeah,
brilliant.
she's crazy on the for the fans. She's a crazy fan.
Yeah, so she gets
Yeah,
a 10.
yeah, yeah. I agree with what you said about Thiago Silva. He did show. It's like I
Yeah,
could hear.
no, I thought he was. I thought he
He
played
was.
well as well.
He played well. He was vocal.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll
because
take notes.
he made sure that the team were going to win yesterday. For me, you know, we had a few players. Yeah, I have to give Thiago like you 8. Yeah, 8 for me. Yeah, his wife gets 10. No, 20. 20 out of 10 for his wife for shouting a lot. Yeah. So we go to Lewis Hall next. Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall, I think he was arguably, I think he was the best player on the pitch for me. So I'm going to give him a 9.
Yeah, he was good. Could have scored, but he was good. Yeah, JP.
He is very promising for his age. Like he is showing. Like it's all started from City, and now we're like it's as long as we can develop his shot. It looks like he has his defense team also, pretty good, pretty well down, but a little bit more development. But I would give him probably an 8 as well.
Yeah, yeah. John Lewis Hall.
Yeah. I'm not. I thought he started off patchily. I thought he was beaten a few times, but I'll give him a 7. Left footers. I don't know if Dex. I don't know how many of you play cricket, but left-handed batsman looks fantastic when they're on song. But as soon as a left-footed fullback turns inside, there's only one place that bloody ball can go, and he is very, very one-footed. So, but I'll give him a 7. He's a great prospect. Great prospect.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, for me, yeah, I can't give him less than a 7 because for me, every time I see him, he impresses me more and more. He's only young, don't forget, very young, and he just impresses me. You know, when he misses, I still applaud him for trying, really do, because he deserves it. Great young prospect we have. I'm very proud to have him in the team. I hope he starts against Liverpool as well. He has to keep starting, get more experience. Yes, definitely gets a 7 for me. Yeah. Yeah, let's go to the midfield. Jorginho, Dex.
Jorginho, I mean, he did play well, but you know, again, it's just one of those ones where Jorginho, he had a good game. He did the simple things, but again, I feel like he can play the ball a bit more quicker and a bit more direct at times. You know, I know sometimes it's not in his game, but you know, if you want to get at teams that you know you want to get a goal or something, you need to play the ball a bit more quicker. And I feel at times he just held onto the ball a little bit too long. Like you know when the pass is on and it's literally there, but then 2 seconds too long, then it's gone. So I'll give Jorginho.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
I'll give him a 6.5.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's average, just above average. Yeah, so JP, Jorginho.
Yeah, I think that's just a keyword, average. He didn't do anything wrong. But you know, it's a less impressive Crystal Palace midfield. So if he didn't perform well yesterday, I think this would have been. Please let's start fixing our midfield issue instead of looking for more forwards. But if I were to give him a number, I would say like 6, just above average.
Yeah. John?
I'll give him 6.
Yeah,
I think he had it difficult yesterday. Palace clearly had a plan for him, and that's when he was really deep, they put that Elise on him. And then when he pushed up into midfield more, I forget the lad's name, the French lad that they bought at the beginning of the season, Palace. I thought, and they just, and once you do that to Jorginho, it's very, very difficult for him to play. But unlike other occasions, Chelsea found other ways to get the ball forwards. I thought when Palace brought on Derek Chisora near the end, I thought he looked brilliant, that bloke, didn't he? Mateta, that AKA Derek Chisora, what a size!
Yeah,
he should have been on the rugby field.
Yeah, they really went for it at the end. You sort of they showed us 7 minutes injury time. Yeah, we were a bit on the ropes that time, but that's why I said Bushiali done great. We were in the defense because he kept the balls out. He got the headers. Yeah, and with Silva, of course. Yeah, so what you giving him, you said, Jorginho? 6. 6. Yeah, I think I have to agree with all of you. Everyone said he's 6.5. Yeah, I have to give him 6.5 because I did see a couple of passes he made forward, very good ones, but Havertz didn't manage to get through or made the wrong decision. But he did, Jorginho 6.5, I think. Can't get more than that. Yeah. Now we come to Conor Gallagher. Dex. Conor Gallagher?
Gallagher thought he played really well against his parent club he was on loan with. So surely he had a point to prove and show what he's about. So I'll give Gallagher a 7. I thought he was pretty good, so yeah, give him a 7.
He was good yesterday, must admit. Yeah. JP?
Yeah, it looks like he performed really well versus Crystal Palace. I mean, let's look at the last time he gave us the game winner. And yeah, his biggest criticism is he sounds like he's just running to run. But now it's I think he was like a bright spot. So I would actually give him a little bit of more of an edge on this one, but 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5 for you, John.
Yeah, you can argue about his final ball and all the rest of it, but he just played so enthusiastically yesterday. His former teammates didn't show him much love at the end, did they?
No, of course they were kicking him all over the place, weren't they?
Yeah, they weren't letting him lie on the floor either, were they?
No, God, it was crazy. You see, yeah, it was good.
I'll give him 7.
Yeah. For me, Gallagher for me always tries. The thing I like about him, even when we lose and we have bad games, he's always giving his 100%, even if he can't get the balls right. But he gives that passion, what we need at fight, which a lot of these players are not doing at the moment. But Gallagher, yes, for me, he has to get. I was gonna say, yeah. For me, I think he gets 7.5. Yeah, I agree with John. Yeah, good game yesterday. Very proud of him. Yeah. We have Mr. Deals coming in. He's coming in. Let's
Big up, Nick.
Big up, Deals. Nice to see you again.
How are you?
We're just doing the ratings. I'll come to you. I'll go to you now so you can give us all your ratings up to Gallagher. That's what we were.
Gallagher.
Then I'll let you speak about the game after.
Right.
Yeah, go marks for Kepa first.
1. No.
1.
7.
Oh God, I was gonna go 1. He's
7,
not full.
7.
Yeah, Kepa 7. Thiago Silva,
8.
8. Yeah, deserves it. Batshuayi,
9.
9. Yes, so it looks. Yeah, he was really good. He impressed
He was
me
good
as
on the
well.
ball.
He was very good yesterday for his first game. Unbelievable.
He looked
Uh,
comfortable.
Yeah, he did.
Good with
Chalaba,
Sofa.
Chalaba,
6.
deals.
6.
6 for Chalaba. Luis Hall,
7.
7. Let's go to the midfield. Jorginho,
7.
7. That's good. We all give him. Well, we're close. 6.5. We give him. Yeah, 7. I could agree. He didn't. He had a good game, really. Conor Gallagher. That's where we was.
Conor
So
Gallagher. Aye.
yeah. How much?
He had a good game. He had a right game in it. Yeah, he got into
Yeah,
a few,
really good.
few moments. Yeah, he had a right game still. I can't lie. He had a better game than Mount.
Yes.
I think around 7.5.
Yeah, it's a good mark for Gallagher. Yeah, that's what we were up to, Gallagher. Yeah, so let's finish these teams and I'll come to you, Deals, to give us your impressions on the game as well after. Yeah, so we done Gallagher. Let's move to Chukwuemeka. Dex, Chukwuemeka.
Shoemaker, I'll give him a 8 because I thought he was very influential in the midfield, and he was very
Yeah.
like John used the words, enthusiastic and full of energy.
Yeah, he was.
Aye, Nick, you've
Another-
been seeing the news about a certain player on the news, and
Which
the player that you don't want.
Oh, what Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Let's come back to that after.
What
He's
is
not
the
coming now. Don't worry. We come back to Declan Rice after. Let's finish these ratings. So Dex, how many you said for Chukwuemeka?
8 and 8.
8. Yeah, he was good. Yeah, JP Chukwuemeka.
I'm really hoping this guy gets more playing time as the season progresses. He looks pretty good in versus Palace. I'd say I'm trying to remember how I put everyone relatively, but I would say like a 7.5. He was good, but I won't say he was the best player on our side.
How many marks you give him?
Oh, I'm sorry, 7.
7. Yeah, he deserves at least 7. Yeah.
At least a 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And what about you, John?
I'm going to give him an 8.
8.
He probably deserves a 7, but I'm going to give him an 8 because his first intention was to go forward at each opportunity. He didn't look sideways, didn't look back. His first opportunity, his first instinct was to go forward. So I'll give him an 8 just for that.
Yep. Adios, Chukwuemeka.
7.
Yep, he's got good marks here. Everyone said 7 or 8. Yeah, I have to give him 7.5, extra 5 because he's young, and he tried. Every time he comes on, he gives us a show. I was impressed with him. He played well. 7.5, I think is fair. Yeah, right. Now we move on to Hakim Ziyech. I'm leaving Mason Mount second from last. Hakim Ziyech, Dex.
Ziyech, I'll give Ziyech a 7. Even though he did look very good like on the wing and he tried to make stuff happen, I think he could have been a bit more a bit more what's the word? Expressive in the final third.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'll give him a 7.
7. Yeah, where you list for me 7. He had a really good game. JP.
7.5. Like as Dex said, yeah, he has to do a little more. But he did provide like the nice passing to Kai. Like I said, that goal was too hard to miss. If only he would find a way to miss it on another day. But
Yeah.
I think he did well. So I'll say like 7.5.
Yeah. And John,
Yeah, I'm not a natural Ziyech fan. I'm going
I
to give
know.
him. He's got a lot of making up to do, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I'll give him 7.5
Yes.
for that wonderful bit of skill in the first half where he beat the Palace defender on the touchline. So I'll give him that. And of course he crossed the ball.
He made the goal.
What happens to score, didn't he? So
Of course. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And what a cross he was, John.
7.5. Doesn't play with a smile on his face, that bloke, does he?
Yeah, that's how he is. But he has, because of the fans were giving him back a lot of stick before. You know that. But I was glad. Sorry, I'll talk about Ziyech in a minute after deals. 7.5 for John Deals. What are you giving Ziyech?
7.
Yeah, everyone's more or less agrees. Yeah, and for me, Ziyech, I have to give him 8 because he had he started the game for it's a long time since he started the whole game and stayed on. He came off very late, but what he did, you could tell from the reaction of the fans. I don't know in the Eastern, but we all where I was, we all stood up and applauded him off because he had a good game. Without Ziyech, we wasn't going to win. It was his crosses, the crosses, the way he crosses that ball, fizzes it in hard and accurate. That's and that ball to Havertz to get the winner, unbelievable cross. So for me, he has to get 8. Ziyech, yeah. Right. We come to nearly there. We've got Mason Mount and Havertz left. Dex Mason Mount.
Mount. Listen, I think he did have a good game, but at the end of the day, I from my point of view, I think I expected a bit more from him, but I think he did have a good game. He did the right things at the right times, and didn't do anything silly. I think he could have supported more going forward in the final third, but it is what it is. So I'm going to give him a 7.
Yep. JP Mason Mount.
I'll go with a 6.5. He, like I said, just this is like an above average number for me. And
Yeah.
I don't try to go into like whatever he does in the past. I go into just how he performed today.
Yeah.
And yeah, he needs to really help with this attack. He is, like I said, making long runs, but he performed pretty well versus Palace, which he needed to and expected to. So I would hope he will carry this over to Liverpool if he starts.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It was average performance yesterday. He wasn't rubbish, I must say. Deals. Let's go to you before I say anything. Mason Mount deals.
5. No. 6.5 actually. 6.5. Yeah. 6.5.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair. He was trying. It's just he's lost a lot
But
of.
he can do better than that. He can do better. Way better
we
than
know.
that.
Yeah, deals. He can do a lot better. I'm going to let you come in a second when we finish with Havertz. He could do better. For me, yeah. John, did I go to you, Mason Mount?
I'm pleased you missed me because I was out of the room.
God.
I will give him 6.
Yeah.
I'm a Mount fan,
Fair.
but I didn't think he had his best game yesterday.
No, he hasn't for a long time, really. We have to be fair. He hasn't had a great game for quite a while, really, except when he's gone for against Bournemouth. Yeah, that's fair. I think 6.5. I would say the same. I'll give him a 6. You know what proved everything, John, yesterday? I don't know if you stay right at the end, because I always stay and see the reaction of the players when they come over to the fans. Mason Mount was one of the first. Actually, he was the first to come over to us. He was applauding the fans, of course, but the fans weren't, really going crazy with Mason Mount because we know he's not on form, and you can see the reaction. And then when Thiago Silva came across, his name was ringing out of Stamford Bridge like always. Oh, Thiago Silva! Every single fan who will stay late say that. We say that just to sing that name. Yeah, I want to do that with Mason Mount again because we know how good he can be, but he has to do it. He has to get that confidence back. Yeah. So I'll give Mason Mount, like I said, six as well, average. We come to the last one. Dex Carl Havertz.
I thought Havertz played really well, but I feel like I was going to give him a high rating, but I feel like because of the chances he had and he didn't convert many of them, that's why I'm going to give him a 6.5. But I would have given him higher. I would have given him a 7.5. But I just feel like he had chances come to him and he just didn't convert any of them. And I feel like with someone like that, if he had like 3-4 chances a game, you need to convert them. That's the thing. So I'm going to give him that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And also it could have been like 4-0. It could have been like 4-0.
It could have been, like we did or 3-0 like last season when we were, scoring a bit. Yeah, I agree with you there. JP Havertz.
I'm gonna go 7.9. Like, I don't want to give him higher than. I don't want to give him an 8 or higher. Because as was mentioned, there was a lot more opportunities where he could. I don't put these away, but at least get it on target. I know it's not his natural position. So, and even in his interview, he's not expected to score like 20, 30 goals, but at least have a better shot accuracy. At least, get it on target. And we're not asking for 20 or 30, but where is he at right now? 5 at this point?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, it's putting in context too. Let's say, like, I think Saka right now is at 7. So, but he has other players that can score for him. I think that's overall in Arsenal. If you're going to be the man up front, you have to put these away. We have to get back onto form, just like you said for Mount. We don't want to criticize these players because they're Mount or Kai. We're criticizing because we know that they can do better, and right now our team is suffering for it. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. We said it before, JP. Yeah. John.
I'm going to give the man of the match 8.5. It would be higher, but he could have scored more.
Yeah.
I think Havertz is a fantastic player, and I think too many Chelsea fans underestimate his contribution to the side. You look at him throughout 90 minutes, he does an awful lot for the team, and he was our match winner yesterday.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. Deals?
Kai Havertz, 8.5. He could have scored, like John said, he could have scored more.
Yeah.
I think that goal, what he scored, though, was clinical. That was a clinical goal.
Yeah, but why was it a clinical goal? Because Ziyech planted
because
it right
Ziyech's
where,
cross, but again,
right where he wanted it.
Again, that header was clinical and class.
Oh, yeah, it was a great header. I'm not saying it wasn't. But that cross, and Ziyech gave him another cross like that. Remember the one he missed? Where he, only 10 yards out, he flicked it, but he should have scored. It was a bad miss. But still, I love every single Chelsea player. But Havertz, I've been saying we criticize him when he's out of form, like any player. But I'm glad. How happy I'll get when he scores, John. I was going really mad like everyone else was when he got that goal. He could have had more, but he does do, like John said, he does work hard. When you see his interview, he knows what's going on Twitter. He knows what people have been saying about him. He knows everything. And you see how sad the way he talked yesterday after the game, saying, it's not my position. I didn't come to Chelsea to get goals. I will get goals, but I'm not. He was trying to say he's not a out and out number 9, which is not. He's not really, but he's been played there because we don't have anyone else. We have Aubameyang, but Potter doesn't trust Aubameyang. That's the problem. So Havertz had a great game. I have to give him 8.5, like you said, most of you. Yeah, for me, it's hard to give the. Let's go to the manager. Dex, what do you give Graham Potter yesterday?
I'll give Potter. Do you know what? I think I'm going to give Potter an 8. I think he set the team up well. Yeah, an 8. Yeah, I think he set the team up well. Obviously questionable. Like I said earlier, when the lineup first came out, I was thinking there are one or two question marks over it, but he got a spot on with the team selection. The tactics he deployed was good going forwards. The only downside is I think he could be a bit more, like you say, showing a bit more passion on the sideline. But apart from that, he said his tactics went well and he got the subs on right at the right time. So
I agree there. John, what do you give Graham Potter?
Potter, I'll give an 8 to him. He's criticised readily enough, but he got most things right yesterday.
Yeah, correct. Good. Yeah, it's true. Deals?
7.5.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we have and me as well. I just want to see him more tough still. I want to see him tougher. I want to see him, continue to play these players where he's put in Batshuayi, has to stop for the next game. Chukwuemeka, Lewis Hall. I hope he keeps with them and doesn't go the other way again. But yeah, he done his job. He got the tactics right. The formation was better. We played 4. It was like a 4-3-2-1, and it worked. So we have to give him. I agree with Deals 7.5. I can't complain about him at all. But how John's come in and come out. He's coming in again. Let's put him on. John, you're back. Yeah, so Deals, what's your whole take on yesterday? What did you think about the game?
Yeah, I think we was cautious because of the last result we had against Fulham. And it was a London derby as well, so at least we won a London derby this season. I think Potter analysed the situation against Crystal Palace very well. I think Crystal Palace, their defence was poor, the midfield was poor, and we had a good game against them. I don't think we struggled that bad, but there was a few shots that Kepa saved, and Kepa was actually good this time. So, I think Kepa's highing up his prices, his tag. That's if we do sell him in the summer, because I believe we do need a new goalkeeper. That's world class.
But we have Salinas still.
Yeah.
We have to introduce him sooner or later.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with him. But like you said, we're gonna need another goalkeeper as well. We can't just rely on a kid.
Yeah, I think Badiashile, he was comfortable with Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
It puts his Koulibaly on the bench as well. So Koulibaly's not really been playing that well. So I think Badiashile could bench Koulibaly. Even with Wesley Fofana's back in training now. So
the more competition, I think, the better for these players. then they have to get up for it. No more mistakes. And we have a great squad. You see the squad. Look at it. The players we have now. When they will come back, James and Kanté, Fofana, Chilwell,
What I need to see from Potter though, when these players come back, I need to see what Potter wants from the first team. Not full first team, but just his ideal plan, his ideal first formation. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, because we keep changing it all the time. You're right, Deals. That's what I want to see. I want to see him. Give him the preseason. I don't care what happens this season. Whatever happens. I'm waiting for next season. I want to see can he get his first 11 and have them regular first 11. That's
and he's got to rotate as well because we do have the Champions League as well.
Oh yeah. I'm saying, but you still need your regular 11, the ones like City have, at the moment Arsenal. You have to have your first 11 and know who your best 11 is. But at the moment he doesn't. He's that's why he's trying players here, there, everything. But
what about some marks for those two physios of ours? I'd give them -10.
-10.
I thought they were running so slowly across the pitch. I thought they were going to go backwards at one stage.
They do. They always run slow. By the time they come to the player, he'd be dead.
How do you think Gallagher's islandizing himself at Chelsea at the moment? Because I feel that he doesn't have a role to play at Chelsea. I don't think he's got a main role in this side. I think he might get sold.
No, I don't think so.
I think he might get sold in this window, but on loan.
This window? No.
I think he'll be gone in this window.
No, I don't think so.
So you don't think players will be gone in this window?
I'll tell you what.
Very
if
hard.
Gallagher does go, I'll happily take him at Liverpool.
Of course, every club will want Gallagher. He won't go nowhere. And Chelsea don't want to sell him deals. For me, we need Gallagher. He's still young, don't forget, and he gives you everything. He's not that technical skilled, right now, but he will get there.
Yeah.
He will, yeah. I don't think we're going to sell him. No. Yeah. John, what do you think about Gallagher?
Oh, look. He's another one, isn't he? I don't know why so many Chelsea fans have a downer on him. I thought he showed great character.
Yes.
Yesterday, he's determined to at least try and succeed. He's determined to become a better player. Yeah. He knows he's got this opportunity. And I thought he showed great character yesterday. And he'll continue. So he had one tremendous run in the first half. He's not the finished article by any stretch of the imagination. He knows if he returns to somewhere like Palace, that will be his lot. He'll hover around the lower reaches or mid-table of the Premiership. Of course, he's in the mid-table at the moment with Chelsea. But no, I think you're buying into potential with Gallagher. Same as Chalobah. I thought Chalobah did well yesterday. He had a horrendous game against Fulham. I thought he showed great character yesterday.
He does. Usually, Chalobah, he does for me. Usually, only the Fulham game, he made a few more mistakes than usual. But yesterday, he was good. Gallagher, for me, he's much better than Mason Mount right now. For me, he gives, he ain't got the skill yet, but he still can score some great goals when he gets a chance. But he gives 100%. He's not going nowhere. Chelsea won't sell Gallagher. I don't think so. No, I'm 100% sure he ain't going nowhere.
You must have seen the great excitement on Twitter yesterday. Todd Bowley didn't come into your space, did he?
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that. God,
do you believe it was him? I don't believe it was him. I think
Deals. What do you say to
advisors? It's his advisors.
No, he wasn't. No one.
I believe it was him, but I don't believe.
No, he wasn't. Deals. He wasn't. If anyone could put Todd and show his picture, like I said, remember when you told me, I was laughing. And when who was it? Stanley, he was sure it was him. Stanley was sure. And I said to him, no, are you joking? How can you think it was Bowley? Bowley ain't got time for stupid things like this. That's the last thing he would do. But they done it, that space done it to get all those other people on it. But what a joke. It shows a lot of people believe that as well. Makes me laugh. Next thing we're going to, you know who's next on the space? Jose Marina will come on. Marina, Roma will be on. It's a joke. I don't understand. These people really believed it was him. God. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, John.
Well,
yeah, we have to laugh, though. At least we laughed. Oh, yeah. So we done the ratings and all that. The next discussion will be the Chelsea-Liverpool game. We do a preview text. We're doing that probably Friday before the game.
Okay.
I hope you'll be here. We need the
I'll be there. Yeah.
We need our Liverpool expert to be here for that show. So yeah, it's gonna be. I want to go. When we do the preview, we're going to talk. I can say a lot right now, but it won't just for the preview. But yeah, it's a big game for both clubs. Like I said, massive. We're going to discuss it on Friday. With everyone. I just want to mention, John, you're here. Deals, what I'm planning to do on 22nd of January.
no.
No, I thought you see that I text you. We're doing this, the good old days, Chelsea from 69 onwards. Be you, Max Burton, and Bobby Smokes, and myself. But if Dex wants to come on or deals, you can come on if you want. We're going to be talking about the old days, our experiences, yours, mine, Max's, Bobby's. We had some experiences. I'm sure you had.
Some questions.
Yeah, you're going to ask questions, and we'll be answering the deals and all the young chaps who come in the chat.
JK.
JK. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Make sure you got that day free, John. Check your DM as well. You're going to see the reminder. John?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, so, because we need you. You, me, Max, and Bobby. That's, our old firm, if you like to say. So, anything else anyone wants to say, I think, before we go?
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about Declan Rice.
Oh, yeah, we forgot. Yeah, tell me the news, Deals.
Well, apparently there's news that Declan Rice is going to go to Arsenal.
See, what have I been saying? He's not coming to Chelsea. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did say that still.
A long time ago. I've been saying it last season when people say, no, Declan Rice is coming 100%. I said, no.
Apparently,
Deals, you know what I said? So, is Arsenal must be interested as well. Although, Arsenal probably interested.
Let me ask Dex a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you believe your club's going to buy any more players?
In terms of this January?
Yes.
I mean, so far, it's not looking very likely. I mean, like everyone says, you never know what happens in the transfer window leading up to deadline day. I'm hoping, and this isn't going to be like deja vu or coincidence. Like, if you think back to last January, or even the summer, when we said we weren't going to sign a midfielder, and then deadline day we signed Arthur on loan, and then the January before that we said we weren't going to sign any players, and then we ended up signing Luis Diaz because Spurs wanted to sign him, and then now we signed Gakpo. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we can do something. I mean, I read a little rumor today. I don't know how reliable it is, but I hope there's some truth in it. Apparently, we're looking at Ruben Neves from Wolves because he's only got 12 months left on his contract. I sent it to Nick earlier today, so I'm hoping that's through and we can get a deal done for him.
He's a good player still.
He's a good player. Yeah, and he's only young as well. He's only
that's what I was saying.
He can shoot outside the box as well.
Yeah, that's why I wanted Neves. I always wanted Neves at Chelsea, always. Let's welcome Certify. I know he had problems coming on.
Did I come too late?
No,
You
I
got
was still here.
certified, my bro.
No, you come. We've been on here 2 hours nearly, but we can have your say on the Palace game and your ratings. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll talk about the game. I didn't watch that game since I was at work.
All right.
That's why I told people. Yeah, that's why I told people. How's the game going in the group chat? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was at work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I did watch. Obviously, I do what I do in it. Watch highlights and watch the full game. For me, he actually played well. I can't lie to you. I do like the way we kept fighting, going forward. There was less passing on the back. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, it's a matter of fact of how consistent can we keep up with it? Because if we carry on doing this, then we can be able to win more games. Do you get what I'm saying? And then, our upcoming game against Liverpool, I'm not going to do a preview, don't worry. But I looked at the way we
we'll
played.
do that Friday. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I looked at the way we played today. Yesterday. And I said, bro, if we can actually carry this type of football to Liverpool, we can get something at Anfield. I'm not saying we'll win. I think we can get something if we play like this. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, all the open gaps, we picked passes. Mason Mount was great today, picking the passes. Gallagher as well. I think him and three played well. Havertz did also play well. Yeah, it was the whole pitch did. The whole players, everyone played well, really. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really see a lot of negatives. Well, the only negative I can say is there were bits when Jorginho got caught out, and I think most of the defense couldn't handle Michael Olise and Eze and Zaha. Do you get what I'm saying? As I said, they're serial dribblers, and I told you they gave us some scary moments.
Oh yeah.
And Kepa as well. Kepa really kept us in the game because
Yeah,
most of those shots were goal scoring ones. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Kepa on his day is a very good keeper. I think people only were annoyed with him is because of the City game and what other game? It was the Man City game and errors and stuff. Okay, the Fulham game, Fulham and Man City.
Fulham, he made a mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's where people didn't like him. But I kept on saying, like, if you look at, yes, he makes these mistakes, but that's what happens to every goalkeeper. Look what Alisson does. Look at what Alisson does. Do you get what I'm saying? Ederson, you can't tell me is a perfect keeper as well. Do you get what I'm saying? De Gea has his times. So I don't know why people go slow to Kepa like this. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's been good.
I never got the I never got the Kepa agenda.
No.
I don't really get the Kepa agenda. I don't know. Like for me, I think he really played well. Do you get what I'm saying? The thing is, it's all about consistency. You can't play well today and go up to Liverpool and decide not to turn up. Do you get what I'm saying? Or if we were to get something in Liverpool and we decide not to turn up with Fulham. Do you get what I'm saying? It's about consistency, keeping the head right. Do you get what I'm saying? Hopefully Modric can come in and improve and do well for us.
I hope he comes and does like Felix did. I think he will start. Yeah, I just hope he has one of those games. Yeah.
Yeah, although we will probably have João Felix back until we play. We don't get
another 2 games. He's out for Liverpool and out for Fulham again when we play them. That's our next home game, Fulham.
So who do we play after? Who do we play after Fulham?
Southampton.
Yeah, he'll probably be back for that game. So
yeah,
hopefully we can see him back there. Yeah, and hopefully we can get in some some players in the midfield as well. Because let's all be honest, I don't know if they're gonna start playing Andrew Santos, but I don't. But they need to fight. They need to work out what's the plan for the guy because
He's
he
gone,
needs to
he's gone off
improve.
to he's gone off to the World Cup, hasn't he? Gone off to the under-21s or under-23 World Cup.
Yeah, he has gone on. He's gone on leave.
Oh, he's with the under-23s.
Okay.
Okay, but then if that's the case, we need to sign a midfielder because, bro, we're not. I'm still not satisfied with that midfield going into for the rest of the season.
What did you
You know
think
what
of
I'm saying?
Badashile, JK?
Yeah, Badia Shield, I said he was good. You know, I
He
think
was
he's a good
good.
centre back, and
He
I've
was
always
great
said,
yesterday. Yeah. He
yeah,
was
I had
really
a look.
good.
Yeah, very good. Like for me, he controlled the game. I think from the back, I think going from back to front, I think he controlled the tempo well. I said he was good on the ball, very good left-footed centre back, and I can see he really helps Silva a lot. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, and I've seen Silva do well when he doesn't get a lot of work to do, and he's getting helped. I think Badia Shield was doing the work for him. It's just hope its injury record kind of scares me, but hopefully he can just get.
You
He
see
can
with
get.
Koulibaly, you lot, do you think
Yeah.
Koulibaly is struggling because of our midfield?
No, he's struggling.
No.
You don't think so? Because our
He's
midfield
No.
gets
struggling.
opened up like a
Well, it
slice of
doesn't
cake.
help when they're so poor. It doesn't help. But we have Zakaria played really good. Koulibaly he's not adjusted to the pace is too quick for him.
And he's too old. That's just
Yeah.
the problem. And
He's not old like Thiago Silva, but he might need more time. Might need a whole
for
season,
me,
to
for
get
me, he plays.
adjusted. Yeah,
He
go on.
plays like he's Thiago Silva's age. That's just the problem. He's just too
He
slow.
plays like he's older. He looks older than
Yeah,
Thiago
and
Silva.
he plays like his age, and Thiago Silva looks like a 20-year-old next to him.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
he shouldn't run. That's
I
my
know.
problem. I mean,
Let me
Badiashile
just
should
show you
start.
the fixtures. Certify. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got the next games. Friday, our next game. Sorry, Saturday's Liverpool, of course. Saturday morning, 12:30 kickoff. Then the following Friday we have Fulham at home. That's how we get revenge for that. That's at 8:00 nighttime kickoff. Then Saturday 11th we go to West Ham. That's a deadly one, a tricky one. 12:30 again in the morning
Our
at
record
West
is
Ham.
horrible. Our
Very
record that
bad.
they win
Then we have
is
Dortmund.
horrible.
Then
I
it's
think we've only
Dortmund
got Nick.
Champions
You
League.
know,
Yeah,
yeah,
go on.
Nick. One fact. Do you know we've only had 2 wins out of the last, I think 8 or 7 games there. Only 2
At
wins,
West Ham,
and I
yeah, I
think
know.
one draw.
We've been really bad at
Yeah,
West Ham.
it's
Really
bad.
bad.
We good. We're so bad going to the London Stadium, and that's
So
an away game I go to most of the time, and we always lose. So
yeah, I might be going to that game at West Ham.
that's the only away game I go to. The West Ham one. That's just it.
Nick, can I
Are
just
you-
quickly mention something to you?
Yeah, go on.
I don't know if you know this, but like the game on Saturday, like you're going to be more fresh than us because we got to play Wolves tomorrow night in the
You play
replay.
the League Cup replay,
Molyneux,
FA Cup replay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got to play him tomorrow
well,
night in Molyneux.
yeah. You play
So-
when Tuesday. Now you got time to rest.
Tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah, but
7:45.
It's the same. Dex is similar because we have to travel to Liverpool. We have to travel on probably. It's a early Saturday we kick off, so
Yeah.
Friday they'll be flying to Liverpool. Friday night.
True.
So it's similar, really.
I don't see Klopp playing
Yeah.
a stronger team. I don't think he would want to play a lot of strong team.
Yeah, that's
to
my
risk any
point.
more injuries because
Yeah,
we
but
ain't
might
getting
be
that's my
scared of
point.
playing
We don't
West
know
Ham.
for those.
Yeah,
Dex,
go
we
on,
don't
sorry.
know for those games. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, go
You
on.
want to okay. But Dex, we all know for those games that Liverpool won't use their strongest team. They will go and play kids or something, and they will rest it. That's how Klopp does it normally.
Yeah,
When
true.
there's a big game, if there's he'll play kids, and then for the game he'll rest the senior players. But let's be honest, that Brighton game, I don't know how Brighton actually did you like that. I mean, it's
They
not even
played really
it's not even
well.
the fact you lost.
Yeah, but if you watch
Yeah,
the
it's
game
not the fact you
certified,
lost.
Brighton were
I've never
really.
seen a Liverpool game where Liverpool only had 29 possession and then get
Yeah.
like, bro, that's just a bit mad.
Brighton were on it. They were really on it. wasn't just Liverpool being poor; it was Brighton being so good.
I have to credit them for that as well. But for me, I just hope we play this way because this football that we play is dangerous, especially to your defense, Dex. I'm not saying that we will win because we don't know Chelsea. That's just the problem. I don't know how Chelsea are because there's a game we win, and then there's a game we'll turn up to, and there's a game we decide not to fight, and there's a, you know what I'm saying. So it's a bit up and down. So I don't know if we play. I'm just saying if we play like this, we can literally get a result at Liverpool because the way we played, I loved the football, man. It really entertained me. Going forward, we picked up passes, running.
I agree. I agree with what you say, sir. I totally agree. Like, but the thing is, though, like, I think we will turn up for this game because whenever it's Liverpool Chelsea, it's always seems to be a good footballing match. Like last year at Stamford Bridge, you remember, you know, we were 2-0 up, and then you guys came back before half time. It was 2-2. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the sort of game it's going to be like. So I think we will turn up for that game, hopefully.
Yeah, we're going to do the preview Friday probably. You know, so
I can't wait to watch Mudryk against Trent. I can't wait to watch that. I can't wait to watch that because that's the side that we can get the win out of still.
Let's hope Modric does what he's supposed to do.
I hope Modric plays this game, you know.
I think he will. He's going to start a certified. I'm sure he will.
How much money you put in for him to score? I'm just asking.
How much what?
How much money you will put? How much money would you put on him to score?
Oh, at least for Modric to score, I'll put £20.
Really?
Yeah, to give you, you know, if he scores,
he's gonna cause Trent problems. I think Trent's in for Trent's gonna be in for a game.
But I'm waiting. Friday when Polo does his press conference, we were going to know more or less if he plays or not.
When it comes to big games, is it just me or is it like I have a certain feeling Havertz will score, turn up?
Yeah, I hope so. We need
because that's what he always does. He's a big game player, but when there's these teams that we have to win, he's always rubbish.
Yeah, it depends. Like you said, we can turn up great. Or we can't. We might not turn up at all. Like we went and beat Bournemouth. We had a great performance against City, but we lost. Then we go and show no fight, no nothing against Fulham. Doesn't make sense. Then we go and beat Palace. So you know it's up and down. We don't know. That's why
this comes on to my question. Like earlier,
go on.
Do you think Potter? I don't know, but like. He always seems to do this like game by game. He always seems to like rotate the team a bit. Like, and I said to Nick earlier, he needs to keep this team. He needs to keep the same consistent team that won against Palace yesterday. Like, yeah, you can rotate it, like do little tweaks here and there, but not like a massive like changeover. Like change the defense.
No, you shouldn't.
Bring Cucurella back in and Koulibaly and all these players. You know what I mean?
He has to keep the same players.
He needs to keep the same team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's see if he does it. He never does it. Yeah, go on.
I don't know if he should start Cucurella. Maybe he can, but then Cucurella is also one of these players. He can have a good game, he cannot. Do you get what I'm saying?
Would you drop Lewis Hall, you know? Would you drop Lewis Hall for Cucurella right now?
For me, Lewis Hall, he can play this game because let me tell you this. He can terrorize defenses, and that's the thing. And if you look at Liverpool's defenders, they have problems trying to get at players who are very fast and have technical ability. I don't know if you've realised that. I've seen it with Trent a lot. Trent seems to back away from certain players if they look dangerous or already looking technical. Do you know what I'm saying? If we can use that if Lewis Hall can be able to be confident, and if he's going forward, then I think it can help him. I think we can.
You know, he keeps going forward, having shots. He's missing.
Yeah, that's the thing that can help.
The day is gonna come. You know, the day will come when he scores, and that will, you know, give you so much confidence. He's gonna be a different player. He's gonna go upwards. This kid, I can see. You know, he reminds me of Damon Duff. If you remember Damon Duff at Chelsea, you know, I don't think you do. The great Irish winger, same sort of position, left wing.
I remember Damien.
You remember Duff? Yeah, what a player he was.
Yeah.
And when he first started, it was like Lewis Hall. He couldn't
How does he
score,
look like?
Then he kept scoring every game, Yeah.
How
So,
does he look like?
sorry?
How does he look like?
Damon Duffy looks like Lewis Hall, similar.
Yeah, he
slim.
does. He looks like Lewis Hall, yeah.
It looks like him even a bit, yeah. A similar build, but he was more experienced stuff. We got him from which team was it? Deals God. We got him from.
Is it Newcastle?
Yeah, I think so. Newcastle, wasn't it? Or
I swear it was one of them. I swear it was them Scotland teams or something.
Blackburn.
That's
Oh,
what I said. Yeah,
Blackburn,
Blackburn.
yeah.
And Blackburn that time were really good. Don't forget they won the league. Yeah, we got it from Blackburn, John. Don't you think it reminds you of Lewis Hall a bit, John?
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
It does. And like I said, when Lewis Hall hits that goal, eventually, that's when we're going to see him, making.
I'll tell you what, Nick. You know that Levi
going upwards,
Colwell?
yeah.
You know
Sorry?
that Levi Colwell?
Oh, yeah, we need him as well, yeah.
Listen, he's coming back next summer. I reckon
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going to stay next summer. He's staying
Oh,
at
yeah,
Chelsea
of course
next
he'll
summer.
stay. That's why, we have a massive squad. When they all come back, yeah, the injuries come back, James and Chilwell, Fofana. So then it's up to Potter to get the team right. The right formation and the right players who start. That's what we want to see from Potter. So, that's what we're waiting this year. I don't care what happens. We can go lose to Dortmund.
I think we're going to find out what the project is next summer, next season.
Yeah, of course. This is like pre-season for us. It's a pre-season because we're not going to win anything and we're not going to go down.
Do you believe, Nick? Do you believe they're showing all these players like Nkunku, João Felix, Mudryk?
Yeah.
Do you believe they're showing? Do you believe they're showing the players what the project's gonna be?
Yeah, of course they are. That's why they're coming.
They know what they've
seen.
They've seen who's joining. They know who's joining the club.
Why they're joining? Yeah.
Graham Potter called Modric and explained him the project.
Yeah, carry on. Carry on, sort of. I'll just be 2 minutes.
Yeah, so basically, Graham Potter, he called Modric and he explained the project. You get what I'm saying? But then I was surprised we actually got Modric because I thought his heart was at Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, it was a bit crazy. You know what I'm saying? But
I read somewhere today. I don't know how true it is. You never know what to believe, of course. But 25 million of the fee, or I don't know if it's an extra 25 million, they're giving to. I don't know. I won't say the war effort in the Ukraine, but let's say to people who have been affected by the war in the Ukraine. I don't know if anyone else has read that.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot. Apparently that's why they wanted that much. Apparently they want to fund money for the families and everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Rather than sort of ammunitions or munitions or whatever you call it.
Even for the soldiers.
Hasn't even posted a picture in a Chelsea t-shirt yet on Insta.
Yeah.
He hasn't even posted nothing on Instagram or nothing about Chelsea.
There's loads of stuff on Instagram and photographs of him in a Chelsea shirt.
Yeah, but he hasn't posted nothing on Chelsea yet.
Oh well, I thought his English. I thought his English was quite good.
Yeah.
But like for me, the Modric deal is good. Do you get what I'm saying? But I just hope he does work. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I don't want to. Man. I'd have this PTSD, man. Like, I don't want us to sign a player and then he flops.
I think he's a good player, but he's still learning his trade. Again, he's 22 years old.
That's just my thing.
And the pressure on him is going to be pressure because of the amount we spent on him. But again, are we willing to judge him on this team? Why he's in this team? No. I'm waiting to judge on him when we get our players in the summer. That's when I judge the player.
That's what I'm gonna say. Because like we can't say most of these players are good enough to play with him. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying I like Modric, but then it was just a bit mad that he came here. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, we were just hearing Arsenal. He on his Instagram stories. He was watching an Arsenal game, saying up the Gunners and everything. Like it was a bit crazy. And then we get him, and like, bro,
Do you think he's happy
like,
that he's at Chelsea?
Was he
that's
saying?
what I question. That's what I'm
Was
trying
he?
to ask
I
myself.
look at him and thinking,
Was he saying that?
are you happy that you're at Chelsea? Like that's what I look at. I look at him and
John,
think,
there's been lots of videos and clips where
yeah.
he's been interviewed where he talks about Arsenal, and he likes the project. He hopes to be a part of it one day. And then, and if you look on his Instagram page, he actually posts him watching a game and going up the Gooners. I'm not even joking. This one is not fake. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the thing. And I heard Johnny Minwes was talking about it as well. He was talking about I would take Modric. He also has the same thoughts as me. I would take Modric, but if he wants Arsenal more, he was even saying it, if he wants Arsenal more, I don't know how he will perform at Chelsea. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean,
one of the people say that Partey is one of the reasons Arsenal are doing so well. Well, he's a Chelsea supporter, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is a Chelsea supporter.
They're professional footballers, aren't they? Really hell.
Yeah, they're football players. They're not gonna think, I choose it. It's money as well, John, as well. That's another thing as well. Money.
And that's the problem. The money they're gonna receive as well.
Do you know how much money that Mudryk's gonna be on?
How much?
150k apparently. 150k. Oh no, 130k.
Which must be light years away from what he's earning at the moment.
Yeah. So what did you guys think?
I can't lie.
Go on.
Well, what are you saying, dudes?
What did you guys think of the subs that came on?
Like, who remind me who came on again? Aubameyang.
Koulibaly, Aubameyang, and who else was it, John?
Philip Cracker came on.
Well, I didn't really see much of them.
I think he brought them on too late, but I think Tuchel did the same, and I think this bloke does the same.
Yeah. I didn't really see much of them because I did watch the highlights. I haven't watched the full game yet, which I'm going to do soon. Do you get what I'm saying? But I did watch part of the full game. I only watched the first half and the second half and the Havertz goal when it hit to basically 69th minute. Do you get what I'm saying? That's when I came off. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, I don't think I got the chance to see the substitutes as much. Do you know what I'm saying? But all I do know is that we did play better going forward. We were more confident. And I think it's the first time I've ever seen Chelsea try to chase a second goal. Like,
Cover came on as well.
Yeah, Cover did as well. Yeah,
Cover came on for
but I don't know if it's just me.
So, where are we up to with your cooking program on YouTube?
No, I don't even cook like that. I only do that when I need to. You know
we want to see you in your huge kitchen putting some great delicacy together.
Nah, I'm not doing the channel on cooking. I'm not Gordon Ramsay, man.
You don't have to be Gordon Ramsay. You have to be certified. That's all we're asking. We're not asking to be someone you're not. But get the ladle out and get the cooking spoons out, and I look forward to following it.
Yeah, that's a good idea, John.
You could raise money for charity.
Yeah, maybe.
Certifies recipe for success.
Yeah, that's a good name. That's a good name, you know. That's a good name.
Yeah.
You're way too young to remember Fanny Craddock. When Fanny Craddock used to she was probably the first cook on TV with her fourth husband. That'll tell you something. With her fourth husband, Johnny. Wow, she'd always hit the cooking sherry before the show. She was always tipsy when she was cooking.
Nick,
oh, God.
Nick,
yeah,
who was
yes.
with Jimmy Hasselbank and John Terry or them lot? Who else was
they were there? Yeah,
Graham Lassalle.
I saw Jimmy. Yeah, Hasselbank, Graham Lassalle, Mark Hughes, John Terry, Curacini. A lot. Di Matteo was there. Di Matteo was there. Most of them were there. There was 18
What
players.
Dennis Wise?
He was there. Yeah.
Wait, Nick, you know Colaccini?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
there. Carlo Cudicini.
Oh, okay.
What a goalkeeper he was. What a player. John. God. We had him. He was our number one. Then we got Pericek. He came in and took his place, but he was number two, but he didn't want to stay number two playing in cup games and all that. So he left. We lost him to Tottenham, was it, or Arsenal, John?
Tottenham.
That's it. He went to Tottenham, but then he came back to his beloved Chelsea as a coach, goalkeeper coach. Great
Listen,
Chelsea.
if we start winning more games
Yeah.
in the Premier League, I think Champions League, we have a very good chance of winning the Champions League.
That's hoping for too much right now, Deals.
Yeah, but maybe we're focusing on that.
No, well, it's too early. It's going to take time to make this team. Don't forget, all these players we're getting, they're coming in now. It takes time to bed in.
Hey, Nick, you don't think they're ready for Champions League?
No. I'll tell you, I never used to say no. I always, you know how I am. I'm always optimistic. We're going to win this, we're going to win
If
that.
we get a midfielder, we have a very good chance of winning it. 100%.
Let's hope we beat Dortmund first. You know what I'm doing right now? One game at a time.
It would really hope if we get in the semis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's beat Dortmund first, which ain't going to be easy. It won't be easy. We get through after Dortmund. If we beat them, then you can ask me if we're going to win the Champions League. But I'm taking game after game right now because we have one great game, then we go and have a completely different game like Fulham. So we have to wait and see. Too early to say we're going to win anything this season. Yeah, well, John, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Dortmund are not going to be easy, are they? But I agree. If we don't, I think we can certainly. I don't know. Chelsea are crazy enough to get quarters, semis.
Yeah.
Who knows after that?
You never know. I'm not saying I'll never write Chelsea off, but I just can't see us doing anything this season.
Well,
really.
Here's the argument, Nick.
Yeah.
Those players who've effectively down tools, the one competition they will raise their game for, the shits, forgive my French, is the Champions League, isn't it?
Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah, they should. If they want to keep, that winners, the World Cup badge as it is on their shirts. Let's see. It's just, I can't see it, John. I can't.
But if we win it, I'm just saying, if we win it this season, I don't want us to think, that's it. That's it. We still need to build because we still had our frustrations.
We're not gonna win it, JK.
I know, Nick.
I
Nick, but I imagine we did.
Tom Bowley's looking
I
at,
wish we did. Because that's the only trophy we've got left. We're out. We're
Nick,
lost.
I know that we're not gonna win it, but I'm just saying, if we win the Champions League, I don't want everyone to think then that that's it. We don't need to build anymore. We do still need to build.
We don't want to have the same thing happening again.
Because that's what happened. That's what's happening now.
JK and Nick and John. Do you think that Michael Edwards' sporting director situation? Do you think that's over, or do you think we still go after him in the summer?
Nothing's over for. It's about getting another sporting director. I don't know about that, dudes, but I don't know. Do we need two sporting directors, really? I mean, Christopher Vivell's just come in. I don't think that's going to happen. That's all talk again.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's also talk about the new medical team as well.
That's all talk.
That could happen.
Yeah, but
there's already a new medical team.
There's already. That's what I was going to say, John. We got a new doctor.
What's his name? What's the new doctor's name?
God knows.
I don't know. I don't keep in touch with all the names.
They need to sack that doctor and get a new doctor.
Well, we did. We sacked the old doctor and we got a new one. Bowley brought a new doctor from America.
He should have never done that. He should have never done that.
Matt Law claimed. Has it Matt Law claimed that some of the players are unhappy because they sacked physios that they were comfortable with?
Yes.
And typically American, they outsourced the physio thing, so they weren't employees of.
You know, I don't believe anything what Matt Law says, but yeah, it could be something, but we don't know for sure. You know, Bowley is doing his best. All we know is doing his best. He spent already 400 million. 400 million already, and we ain't finished. You know, so I hope it's nothing. He knows what he's doing. He's building a club, building, you know, to get us back where we belong at the top. Yeah.
Yeah. One of deals to answer your question. I'm pleased Bowley has. So if his claims are correct, that he's shelved all that director of football or transfer stuff himself, and he shouldn't be doing all that.
No.
He should be overseeing it, not doing it.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think that's what's happening.
I'm pleased he's done that.
Yeah, for sure. That's why we got all these people in. I think, you know, like I said it before so many times, John. I said if Roman trusted Bowley, wanted Bowley to take over, then, you know, that's why I'm following Bowley. You know, he's just come in, but, you know, he's doing what he promised. Spending the money for the players first, trying to get the right players to make this team.
I presume these very, very lengthy contracts, 7 years.
Yeah.
And all that sort of stuff, both for the Monaco guy and for Modric. I presume that's because of financial fair play.
Exactly.
So you spread the money over 7 years rather than
it's like
lump sum.
It's like playing 10 million a year. So, you know, they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
I'm not worried. But I just hope it doesn't go wrong, you know, so we don't get into trouble.
There's been only one club that's been sanctioned for transfer dealings, and guess who it is?
Us.
Yeah,
of course. City, look, all the things they did, City, and they got away with murder, if you remember. But they banned us. City done a lot worse. And, you know, remember that time?
The media hate Chelsea. That's
it's not just the media, everything, the FA, UEFA, everyone.
For me, I think the FA hate Arsenal more because, like, they've been putting
of course, that's what I'm saying.
Stupid restrictions on Arsenal on their games. Like,
we know that. Yeah, certified. They always hated us more, and look, why they didn't punish City that time?
No, like, I'm just correcting you. The FA hate Arsenal more. I'm being honest with you because, like, if you look at it, they put these certain charges on Arsenal because of little things they did in games. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've seen, like, if you look at it, I was hearing about a 12-point deduction on Arsenal for, I don't know what it was, but it was for arguing with referees when every club does it. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's just the thing. So it's not only that incident. I think the FA also threatened them again with another 12-point to 13-point deduction last season when they were close to getting top 4. I don't know what it is, but do you remember, John?
No, but did they do it, certify?
I know they didn't, but then they're only club that they threatened to do it though.
Well, as a matter of course, I would give Arsenal Football Club 112 minus points at the beginning of every season.
I would love it. But then it still doesn't take away from the fact that they're the most hated club from the FA. You know what I'm saying? Other things, yes, but like I don't think Chelsea are that hated from the FA. No, I'm not as much as Arsenal. I think we're like second.
I don't know. I think we're first, personally. Let's welcome Bobby as well. Never late than never. Hi, Bobby.
Big up, guys. Big up. Sorry, I was working. I
know. I know. You know, I know. When you don't come, I know you're working. Not like some of us lazy sods here. Myself, I'm talking about myself. I know you lot work. I'm retired. I'm an old pensioner. What can I do? You know,
Honestly, I don't
yeah,
know.
go on.
I just sometimes satisfied, bro. I love you, bro, but you say things, and I'm wondering, man, which world is this guy in? Arsenal? There is absolutely no way in living football that the FA do nothing other than favour clubs like Arsenal. No way. Chelsea are hounded by all of them.
Exactly.
Pundits, media, FA, the works. Just this morning, if you watch what Sky Sports, the garbage they put out about Modric, they first of all start as if they're talking in a balanced way, and then they end up doing things to take a dig at the club or deride the club, putting out, describe Chelsea's transfer business in one word, and then
Mm,
reading out a whole load of garbage out there, clearly from other fans. No, the one club that has a lot of trouble with the media is Chelsea and the FA, for sure. I don't know. I don't understand it fully, but I understand it, if that even makes sense. I know that there are some clubs that are very active and proactive about getting media on side. That's hence the term brown envelopes. They've succeeded in that area, whereas Chelsea have been a little bit slow in pushing themselves onto the media. You can tell, even look at the pundits. You
mm,
watch a game of football, and whenever Chelsea's playing, you won't find any ex-Chelsea player on the punditry. It's very rare. Once in a while they do it, but the players are controlled. They have to be very
yeah,
brave to speak out for Chelsea. That's just the truth of the situation.
it's true. And Bobby, we always have.
Yeah, can I respond to that?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go on.
Yeah, one question though. Is a punditry, and I'm not talking about like the FA in general. I'm not talking about Sky Sports. Yes, Sky Sports were the most hated. Social media in the media in Twitter were hated as well. I'm just talking about the FA. I mean the FA association institution. I'm not talking about like
Okay.
exactly like
Okay.
punditry, Sky Sports, everything. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
mean,
How many decisions have been against Chelsea, especially major cup finals, especially against
Mm,
Arsenal? Some of the officiating is scandalous.
yeah, I
That
know.
is your FA.
mm,
So I mean, I can reel off the FA Cup
I know, but they do it
final
to Arsenal as
against
well.
Arsenal when Pulisic was injured. We had Kovacic sent off for nothing. I can talk to you about the League Cup final against Liverpool when Lukaku was clearly onside and it was called offside. It's a plot. It's always been a ploy against Chelsea.
If you're talking about that
Yes,
aspect, Bobby, then Chelsea are including Arsenal as well. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about if you're talking about punditry, what you just said about the way the media talks about us, the way they spread lies about us, then I agree. We're the top hated. So and especially the way the government treated us as well back
mm.
in the time where we had Roman sanction. Do you get what I'm saying? Then I can agree. I'm talking about refereeing decisions and everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Like in general, and even with players, the way they act on players as well. Both of us have the same hate with refereeing, both Chelsea and Arsenal. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe I should have said it in that sense. Do you get
Y-
maybe I said it wrongly. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't see
yeah.
Arsenal in that bracket at all.
No,
They get bad decisions as well, horrible
Arsenal,
decisions.
Arsenal are the establishment club, aren't
Arsenal are
they?
not in
They
that
are.
conversation.
They
They
are.
can't. They can't have a
The
conversation with
establishment
us.
club.
No, no way, no way. There's not no conversation with us. There's no conversation with Man City. There's no conversation with Man
yeah,
United, and there's certainly
true.
not no conversation with Liverpool. So and us. So there's no conversation on
No,
the table. They ain't
no
done
one.
nothing.
We are the most hated club
Yeah,
Exactly.
I didn't deny that. I didn't
in
deny that
Europe.
though.
Not in England, in Europe. Really, one of the most
That's my
hated.
thing. I didn't deny
That's the
that.
problem. Yeah, I know you
Here's
didn't.
the
No,
thing.
no.
Here's the thing. I don't know why people are
Yeah.
jumping on the bandwagon about Arsenal. This, that, rare. they're only good because certain teams haven't got their certain individual players in right now.
Exactly.
And they've had no real injuries. They've got one.
One
That's
injury.
about it.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
still
that's what I'm
see.
saying. It's like our party.
Yeah, I can still see. City winning it. All it takes is for City to get a little run going, and don't forget they have to play Arsenal twice.
Man United
So
are in the mix as well.
yeah, but if City beat Arsenal twice, it's gonna be like 1 point difference, So it's up to City now. It's up to them.
You know I hate Arsenal, but the thing is,
We always
the truth
hated
of the
Arsenal.
matter is, yeah,
Yeah, go on,
the
yeah,
truth of the matter is, it
yeah.
depends on which aspects. Let me tell you this. This is where I agree with Bobby when he spoke about the refereeing decisions and everything. Do you get what I'm saying? Chelsea have it badly. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh,
But
God.
so do Arsenal as well. We're also kind of in the same category. Everything else we're the most hated. Punditry, the way the news as well, the way these journalists come up on and spout lies about us. Do you get what I'm saying? And the way they talk about our fans, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get it. That's why I don't like. Do you get what I'm saying? And
I'm just
that Gary,
wondering which refereeing decisions are these that you can call to against Arsenal. I can't think of one. They target Chelsea in major
Many
competitions.
against us, many against us against them. They've had
Yeah,
issues. We've
especially in
had
cup
issues with
finals, and
ourselves.
they
Oh, yeah.
make
Every time
sure.
we played against Arsenal, it happens.
Yeah.
What's his name? Anthony Taylor. That
Oh
Anthony
keeper.
gosh.
Taylor.
yeah,
Who
that's
doesn't?
Taylor. I don't like him. I don't like him.
Who does? He's not allowed to come to Stamford Bridge anymore.
He
I
shouldn't. He
can't lie.
should
I
be
think
banned for life.
the only refereeing decisions that do get put to court is Liverpool. Really,
Yeah.
because Liverpool, they always
Oh,
get it their way. I don't know where it is.
Oh no! Man United and Liverpool, both of
Liverpool
them.
and
Yeah,
Man
both of them, they
United.
get theirs.
Man United got
Yeah,
lucky
both
against
Man
Man City
United
the
and
other
Yeah.
day.
Liverpool.
Did you see
That's
that?
why.
Did you see that?
Why do we hate United and Liverpool so much? Because they
It's because they cheat their way into
they
success
cheat.
with
They
referees.
did it last year when at Liverpool. What did they do to us? Made us play with 10 men.
Lukaku was clearly onside
Yeah,
for
well,
that game.
clear. Everyone said it. We saw it clear, but they just want us to lose. It's simple. They don't want Chelsea to succeed.
And did you see the Wolves goal?
That's a problem.
That
Yeah.
Wolves, that one as well.
What about Liverpool? No, not Liverpool. Who was it? United. That was offside. Clear.
That's what I'm
Rashford.
saying.
That was clear offside.
Interfered with play.
I've seen it
Exactly.
100 times. They all said it on, even on Match of the Day, it was offside. No way, you could give that goal, but they did because it's United.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to think I don't like Arsenal, and I agree Chelsea hated with referees, but I do think there's other clubs that are hated with referees as well, and they don't get caught in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like us, like Arsenal. I'll give examples. Bobby asked. Remember Man City last season? They should have won that game, right? Where I think Man City beat them 2-1, but Arsenal had decisions where they should have had clear penalties. Clear penalties. Sky pundits kept talking about them, and they should be courted and everything. Another game, this happened this season. Remember Arsenal played Man United. Martinelli came through and goal and scored. He was onside. It was fine. It was just a stupid foul. Man United got away with that game as well. I'm being very honest.
That's a problem.
What's it called? Exactly.
Yeah, go on.
Man United, I think Ericsson dived, and then what's it called? Partey was able to get the ball, and he passed to Martinelli, and the goal got cancelled because of the supposed foul when it was a dive. Do you get what I'm saying? There's lots of decisions. There was also one at Palace. I'm not saying trying to back up Arsenal, but I'm just saying
there's lots, but there's lots.
They're on the same exactly. They're on
the
the same level when it comes to referees.
Yeah, but they hate us more certified.
They do. They hate us. Yeah, I know.
If you made a record, how many times we were not given goals, which were clear goals, clear sending off, like when Maguire nearly broke Aspie's legs.
Nick,
2
I swear
seasons ago.
I swear that VAR, yeah.
The goals we scored against United at home that day, and they were goals, and they disallowed them. So many
Nick,
incidents. Gone. Yeah.
you see that goal that we scored against? No, I think it was the Cucurella situation. Yeah, you see the VAR. Who was at the top of
Oh, that
VAR
one,
in
yeah,
that
that
game?
one was annoying.
He was a
He pulled the
VAR guy
hair.
at the top of that game.
Romero pulled his hair, Cucurella's hair, and then there was no free kick given.
That's what it was. Anthony Taylor and Mike Dean in the
Mike Dean. That's it. Mike Dean's a
right
Tottenham
in the
fan.
VAR. Another. Oh, what a sod he is! He was a referee at that
He's
Chelsea
another
United.
hater. Yeah.
He supports United.
Yeah.
Taylor supports Liverpool.
He supports Tottenham. He supports Tottenham. He was celebrating when Tottenham scored a goal.
All right, maybe he supports Tottenham, but I know he doesn't like Chelsea for sure.
That's the thing with the referees in England; they're just biased.
Mike Dean and Anthony Taylor.
That's why we're not professional. We're not.
Remember how we were going at the time? We were going crazy. What about when Maguire nearly broke Aspie's legs? Didn't even give him a yellow card. Mike Dean.
Nick, remember the attack on Batshuayi?
Yeah.
There was no red card.
There's so many incidents, you know.
Son did it and got a red card.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I don't understand this thing. Son did the exact thing Maguire did. Remember, we lost 2-0. It was against Lampard, and then with Lampard, yeah. And then what's it called? Maguire kicked Batshuayi's, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
and didn't get a red card for it.
I don't know how many times. Like I said, you could make a book and write, all the wrongs they did to us. You're gonna find more Chelsea than any other club. That's how it is, I'm afraid. We've sort of learned to live with it, but we don't like it.
Nick, what does Bobby think about the game?
Yeah, well, I was going to come to that because Bobby, I didn't mention. Bobby, what's your take on yesterday's game and everything?
Sorry?
Yeah, what's your take on the 1-0 win yesterday? Who was your man of the match and, the rest of it?
Well, it was really needed. We really needed to win. There was, a couple of good performances, a good debut from Benoit. But Gallagher, I think he did well yesterday. Gallagher and Ziyech.
Yeah, it was obvious to see.
Yeah,
I was very impressed with Ziyech and Gallagher and Batshuayi. Yeah, what a great debut. Great defender. So I just want to see the same team now, next game.
Yeah. I can't lie. I don't think people. I was looking at Twitter and people were saying on the group, Matt had a stinker. I don't think he had a stinker.
No,
I know I criticized him, but I don't think he was bad.
He didn't have a stinker. He was making good runs. I saw it, but he didn't have a brilliant game. I still expect a bit more from him. So
I know there's a saying.
Shoot outside the box when you just shoot. He's not doing that like he used to. Yeah,
I think he needs to do that more.
He used to shoot. When he was younger, he used to take shots. Yeah, from anywhere. Now he can't. He's scared he might miss, and the crowd are gonna go mad, and too many things. That's why I understand his position. I just hope he gets it right. He wasn't bad yesterday. No player really. We didn't have a bad player. That's why we won. We didn't have a bad player on the pitch. Yeah, that's why we won.
Yeah, no one was really bad. And I don't know where it is, but did you guys realize the hunger to get more goals was back? I don't know where
it was emotional because after Vialli's tribute and everything, the players, they came out with the old legends. The crowd were going mad, Vialli. When Havertz scored, we wasn't singing Havertz, we were singing Vialli, because that was a sort of goal he used to score every game. Ask Bobby. He could score from his head, anywhere. And that's why we were when we scored, we were singing his name again, because he was our number 9, and Havertz got ahead like he used to. And the players, good job. You could see the expressions on the faces before the game. They were emotionally into it. They knew they had to win today. It was really, really massive. It was,
Yeah,
it
let's
wasn't
have
just
this
for
then.
it wasn't just for 3 points. We needed the 3 points, but they had to win for Vialli's name, and they did.
You,
So we were happy at the end.
you know that
Yeah,
fighting
yeah,
spirit
go
that
on.
we had. You know that
Yeah,
fighting spirit we had.
that's it. Yeah,
We let's take it into Liverpool. Let's
yeah,
let's take
that's what
that.
we have to
Let's
do
just take
now.
that to Liverpool.
If we
Yeah,
do, because we have to go and win. It's no good drawing again. We have to go there and show the same passion, fight. Even if we get a draw and I see fight, I don't mind.
As
yeah.
usual, the only thing we have
Yeah.
to worry about at Liverpool is the officials.
Yes.
Yeah,
I wonder.
exactly.
I
That as
don't know
well.
who the ref is going to be, but let's see who
No,
they're
but
going
the
to.
refs are bad. When you go to Liverpool, exactly. Liverpool is a
Yeah.
place where you're not going to get decisions
Oh,
that you
for
want,
sure.
although
We
it's
never.
very legit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Liverpool. This is why they don't have money. It's because they waste it on
The
refs. That's
the
why.
only. Bobby. I think it's going to be Michael Oliver. The one referee I don't hate, Michael Oliver. He
Yeah,
gets
Michael Oliver's improved.
he's more fair than any other ref. You know what I mean? For me.
I can't
So
lie. What I like
yeah,
about him, he has a nasty agenda against Arsenal.
yeah,
He has a
yeah,
nasty agenda with Arsenal. I'm telling you this.
yeah.
He would ref
Good.
any other game well, but apart from Arsenal, he
Yeah,
just hates them.
yeah.
What is
Yeah.
Bobby's ratings? What's Bobby's
Oh
ratings?
yeah. We come to certifying Bobby's ratings because we have to finish soon. We all set our ratings a long time ago. Let's start with certified Kepa.
For
Well,
me, he gets
Kepa,
we're gonna do ratings.
yeah. Kepa, 10 out of sorry, yeah. Out
For
of
me,
10,
he gets 4 marks. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for Kepa. That's really good.
Yeah.
Bobby Kepa.
I'm going to give Kepa 6.5. The reason I'm doing that is that
Yeah,
he creates his own problems that make him have to make a save.
yeah, God, he had to redeem himself. You see what that ball he missed, and he let it go.
Oh yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Then he saved it. He put his body in the way. God,
He
I was
doesn't.
right there. Yeah,
I
go
don't
on.
like a goalkeeper that doesn't inspire confidence, and he
Yeah,
flaps. He doesn't look solid. So he's a good keeper. He's a good reaction keeper, but he creates a lot of problems for himself.
yeah, that was one thing he did yesterday. He got us worried there, but he redeemed himself somehow. But the saves he made after was great, especially one, unbelievable. For me, we could have lost if it wasn't for Kepa. Yeah.
This is the
So
problem. If it wasn't for Pepper,
yeah, he
actually,
had it. Yeah,
let me down my grade to 9.
9. Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. Let's go to Thiago Silva. Certified.
I'll give him 8.
Yeah, most of
He
us
has some.
said that's it.
He got. I think Olise cooks him a bit.
Yeah,
Do
not
you know what I'm
much. I
saying,
wouldn't think, but he was good. Silva again,
bro?
as always.
I like that
Yeah,
kid. Olise. I wish we actually took him. I
yeah.
wish I
He's
would have him
very
on first team.
fast. Great player. I saw him
A good
close up.
dribbler, fearless dribbler.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
When I saw him against Thiago Silva, I thought he would panic because of his Thiago Silva. But bro, man had no fear. He just went. Do you know what I'm saying? And we need
he
players
was
like that.
dangerous. He was
Do you know what
very
I'm saying?
dangerous. Very good player. I liked
I
him.
really
Always.
want him at Chelsea. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with him. But
It's a shame
yeah.
we're not looking at him.
So what did you say? How many marks for Silva?
8.
Oh, 8.
8.
Yeah. Bobby Silva.
Silva 7.5.
Okay. Let's go to Badishai. Bashilai. And we all got different names for him. Yeah, Badishai.
It's Badia Shield.
Yeah, Badiashil. Sorry, I always say it
Yeah.
wrong. Badiashil, you're right. Yeah, how many for him?
I'll give him 9 as well. 9. He played very, very well.
He did.
I
He
think
did
he dictated how we're gonna go forward. I like Koulibaly. I feel we saw less. He was more confident, and this is what you need: brave centre back style. Just play the game
He
forward.
surprised me
You know
for
what I'm
his debut. He surprised me. What a player!
saying? I know. It surprised me a lot. The way
he's
he just
really
went, just went forward, just passed forward. Like
Yeah,
He doesn't
and the
pass back
headers,
to you. You know what I'm saying?
he
Just
was
goes direct. You
winning
see what I'm saying?
the corners, winning every header
He
with
looks comfortable
Silva.
on the ball. He looks
Yeah,
steady.
Very,
very
very
good.
comfortable.
Yeah, I was really proud of him. Really good player. Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, I give him 8. Solid performance.
Yeah, solid.
Good
And you know what?
debut.
I like him. I like his physicality. Very big, tall,
Yeah,
which we
very
didn't have.
important.
Yeah,
A bit shaky at first, but that was nerves, which isn't too
yeah,
surprising.
yeah. But he got into the game. He was good. Yeah, he was good. Let's go to Chalaba certified.
Chalobah gets 7.
Yes, yeah, he didn't have a bad game. Yeah, 7 is fair.
Yeah, because right back's not his position. I mean,
No, he didn't make any mistakes. That was the main thing.
again, he was getting targeted like Aspilicueta. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give him 7 as well.
7, yeah, deserves that, I think. And
Yeah, I give him 7 as well because
yeah,
he didn't do badly.
no, he didn't really. Let's go to Luis Hall certified.
Lewis Hall, he gets okay, I'll give him 7.5. But he fights between a 7 and 8, only between, but I'll give him 7.5.
Yeah.
Because I rate his confidence going forward. I think if we give him the service to, I know that's not a part I wants to play, but if we give him the service to attack like Arsenal do with Zinchenko, then I think he'd become a world-class left back. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he will for me.
He could be like a Robertson. But
yeah,
then,
he's really,
if you look at it, the system, he needs to defend as well. And for me, I think the Palace, they really targeted the wide areas a lot when they. But from what I saw, from when I watched the game again, do you know what I'm saying? I know I didn't watch the game, but I watched the full game. Palace seemed to attack the wide areas. Do you get what I'm saying? And I think he did give Badiashile a lot of work to do, and Thiago Silva. Same with Chalobah. But yeah, he gets 7.5 because of his confidence going forward.
Yeah, he deserves it.
But unfortunately, he needs to defend because of the system.
Yeah, he'll get better and better. Yeah, he's much better forward. It's a shame he didn't score. Could have scored again. Just he missed. But one day he will score, like I said, and he will start scoring for fun after. That's what I can see with him. Like I said before, it reminds me of Damon Duff. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby, Luis Hall.
Yeah, I'm giving him 7 today. I think he works well, endeavour, but a lot of directing, funnily enough, from Badiashile towards him to get him to come back sometimes and cover.
Exactly.
So there's some little parts of his game that still needs improving, which is natural. He's 19 years old. So definitely it's 7.
Yeah, he's only gonna
I
get
agree
better.
with Bobby. Like, I thought I was the only one that saw it. Like, he did give Badiashile a lot to do. I mean,
and he coped.
just, he can't just.
He coped. He was really good yesterday.
That's what I was disappointed with. I mean, he just left Badiashile there. I mean,
if Koulibaly started instead of Badiashile yesterday,
that's the problem. That's the problem.
Lost,
if it was, that's the thing. Because Koulibaly, you can't really say is a good defender as well. He doesn't defend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and these type of players that Palace have, I don't know how Koulibaly deals with them.
Yeah, that's why he.
So I agree with Bobby there. That's why I said
got right yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. But if we gave him the license to attack like a Zinchenko and Cancelo, then that's where I think he could become a good, you know what I'm saying? But then he has to come back and defend. Yeah.
He will. He's only young, but he will get there. Yeah, so let's go to Jorginho. Certify.
I'll give him a 7. He didn't play bad. He was already. I don't think anyone played bad. That's the thing.
No,
they didn't. Jorginho did well in the first half. That's where he did well for me. But after the Havertz goal, he started to slack off. He sort of slacked off, and he wasted so much time on the ball. And then it was easy. Eze was just there pressing him. Do you get what I'm saying? And I felt, oh, this guy could lose the ball. This guy could lose the ball. But funny enough, yeah, he was able to. He got a bit stronger. I don't know how. He was able to muscle off his pressure. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing is about consistency. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know if they'll go into the next game playing like this. But yeah.
Yeah, he was okay, really. Nothing brilliant, but he was okay. He done the right things mostly. Made some good passes forward. He made chances yesterday. Bobby.
Yeah, I mean, he must have done well because I'm giving him a 7.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
because he was playing. He was passing forward. He was actually going forward. I didn't notice him get bundled off the ball once. Maybe it happened, but I didn't notice it. And that's all I want from my midfielder.
Exactly.
Tough, strong, positive, progressive.
Yeah, he was a lot better than lately.
He was.
He was a lot better. Yeah. How much you giving him? 7, you said, yeah? 7. Okay, let's go to
7.
Conor Gallagher certify. Certify, you still there? Yeah, I don't know. Let's go back to you, Bobby. Conor Gallagher. Oh, Bobby's gone now. Certify. Deals, are you there?
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to them. I
don't know where they gone.
I don't know. Bobby disappeared. Certify is on mute. Oh, Bobby's coming back now. Maybe it's their connections. Yeah, let's put Bobby back. Bobby.
Yeah, sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, I thought Certify's on mute. Certify, are you there? I
Let
think
me
it's
give you
called
Connor. Connor, I'll give him 8.5.
Yeah, okay.
Connor played well yesterday.
He did. He was good, really good yesterday. I gave him 8.5 as well before, yeah. All right, I'll stick with you, Bobby, till Certify comes, see if he comes. Chukwuemeka.
It was his first start. I think he needs to get used to things a bit. I'll give him 7 as well.
Yeah.
He had some good moments, but he needs a few more starts to get him into the rhythm of things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we all gave him 7.5s, most of us. Mason Mount.
Mount, it was one of his better games in his recent poor form.
Yeah.
I'll give Mount 6.5. Some good moments, but I'm still waiting for a bit more from Mason.
That's what I said. I gave him 6, actually. Average game for me. Could be. We know he can do a lot better, like you said. Yeah. Ziyech?
Ziyech had a good game. It was nice to see him on his feet. He also wasn't bundled off a lot.
Yeah.
So I'll give Ziyech 8.5.
Yeah, fair enough. He deserved it. And the last, our goal scorer, Havertz.
Havertz, a lot of endeavour. I don't know why people get on his back so much. He's not an out-and-out goal scorer. He's doing his best. He had several chances, which they blamed him for missing. I didn't. I thought they were missable chances, and he got his goal. So I'll give Havertz an 8.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to do something.
All right, let's go back to Bobby just named them. Let's go back to you. Where was your last one? Gallagher? Conor Gallagher.
Okay, Conor Gallagher will get on. Okay, 8. I'll give him an 8.
8. Yep. Yeah, he had a really good game. Chukwuemeka.
Very good game. I think the man of the match. Chukwuemeka.
Yeah, for me it was hard.
Chukwuemeka.
Yeah.
He's just the same as Gallagher for me.
Yeah. For his first few full debut, he done well. He did. Yeah. And Mason Mount?
7.5. He did well today as well.
Yeah, better than before for sure. What about
Yeah.
Ziyech? Ziyech?
8.5.
Yeah, really good game, Ziyech. Really good.
Yeah,
And
8.5.
Havertz certified.
6. I do think it's not his fault though. Because he's
Mm.
not a striker. Do you get what I'm saying? As Bobby said. I mean, he did miss a lot of chances. But can I blame him? No. But at the end of the day, I'm judging him off his performance.
Yeah,
So
he played well actually, and he scored the winner. Yeah, like me, he missed. You know, for me, he should have had at least 2 goals. The chances he had, but you know, he does try. Yeah, for me, he was all right. Yeah,
But Nick, I have a
only
problem
mostly.
with the people who are saying
Yeah,
I
which
had a
people?
problem. People were saying that we scraped our way, we scraped to
No,
win. We really didn't.
no,
That's why
we
I don't
didn't.
like
We were the
how did
better team. We had most of the
we
possession.
killed them.
Yeah, we didn't kill them like we did last season when we beat them 3-0. Palace had
I know.
chances, but we had most of all the play was in their half mostly.
At
It
least we
was
got out there with
rare
a win.
to
At
see
least we got out there
Palace.
with a win. That's what
Yeah,
matters.
and Palace, look, they came good. They had to go for it at the end. The last 10 minutes, they put us under pressure. That's the only pressure against us. All throughout the game, they didn't put no pressure on us. We
That's the
handled
thing.
it. We handled it well.
That's why I
Yeah,
don't like it when they were saying that we
no,
scraped to
they're
win.
not.
We didn't.
They're not watching the same game then. God,
Yeah, they're not.
oh, who's got John's back? God, they all coming in late. No, you will see. John will see how early, but up and down. You know. Welcome back, John.
Sorry.
Yeah, so we just done Bobby just done his predictions and certified as well. Oh yeah, I'll come. You didn't say the manager. Graham Potter certified. Oh, certified. Yeah,
Okay, I'll give him 8 because of the late substitutions.
yeah. 8. And Bobby, what you give Potter yesterday?
Yeah, I'll give him 8 as well. I liked how he shored things up. He wasn't trying to prove anything. He wasn't trying to be fanciful. He
Yeah,
brought on Koulibaly, moved him out as the left back.
at the right
Therefore,
time.
yeah, you know, I think that sometimes you have to be defensive. And it was all about the points. And
Yeah.
he did that.
Yeah, he got it right. Most of us said, you know, we all give him a 7.58. Everyone who was here before as well. Yeah, he got it right for us. Let's hope he gets it right for the next game. I want him to. Yeah, we're going to go into that on Friday, of course, a preview for the Liverpool game. Should be a lot to talk about there. Yeah. John, any final thoughts before we end the show? John? I don't know what John is doing.
Oh yeah, Nick, I want to ask you and Bobby and John and JK a question. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on then.
What's your favorite Chelsea moment as a Chelsea fan?
God, I know mine. Sure, I'll tell you mine. My favorite all-time moment wasn't no Champions League from the great dropout check and all them. That was unbelievable. They, unbelievable players. Great. The first time we won it, it was unbelievable. But the greatest moment in my Chelsea days is a diving header from Peter Osgood in the FA Cup replay at Old Trafford. And we were packed in that Stratford then. We took, it was massive, the Chelsea following, not just there, all around the pitch. We outsung Leeds. And we sacked that ball in the net, the fans. That's what Chelsea used to be, us Bobby here. In the old days. We're going to come to that show, so not to talk about. But for me, that was the best moment. Peter Osgood, the king of the kings, diving header. Yeah, that's mine.
I have two,
All
and
right.
they're very simple. The two Champions League victories. I mean, for me,
Yeah.
the emotions they triggered in me are things that I can never ever forget. I was beyond myself simply because I never believed. Well, I can't say I didn't believe, but
Mm.
just the shock of achieving the pinnacle of European football was amazing. So those moments, and may we have so many more. May I
Mm.
feel that expression again.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It
Mine
was
was
up.
the Premier League,
Yeah, the
the
first
first
time.
Premier League in
Yeah,
2004.
that was another massive, massive moment to wait 50
To be
years.
fair, I've got three.
After 50 years, we would go and win the league again. That's how long it took. Yeah, it was massive. Everyone
Yeah.
has their moments, you know.
Yeah, I've got three. Let me see. Can I say mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
First, I'll agree with Bobby. Two of them are from the Champions League wins, because like at those wins, I understand the reason why it's a shock is because this was a Chelsea team that was not that great. Do you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And a team that we really doubted going through in the Champions League, and
mm,
especially when we were managed by Lampard, we knew we all said as well. People said that our season was over. I don't think we'll win trophies, nothing. Especially under Tuchel, we said, I think the
mm,
season's done. Let's focus on next season. But to come out of that Champions League was actually a great moment. Okay, my number one moment, those two, is because I've seen them on TV. Do you know what I'm saying? Those are my best. But going
yeah,
to a game, you know Chelsea Palace,
yeah.
and I
Which
keep
one?
on talking about it. You know the
3-0?
2014, 15, 16, 15 season, 14,
Oh, yeah,
15
yeah,
season. Yeah,
yeah.
we won the league. Yep,
Yes.
best. I think that's the best I've like. Is the best I've ever seen. Really, the
Mm,
best I've ever been to. Best game, because also you also get to see Chelsea lift the trophy, Premier League trophy, and it
mm.
was my first game as well. Do you know what I'm saying? As a
Yeah, of
child,
course, it's
and it was
massive,
a great
massive.
moment for me. I will treasure it for long.
We never
Do you
forget
know what I'm
our
saying?
first game. You know, first games are unbelievable. You never
Especially if
forget.
you go to see him win a Premier
Yeah,
League, it's just like,
yeah,
yeah,
it's massive. It's like I felt when I saw when we won the 1970 FA Cup for the first time in our history. That's why I
mm.
can't, you know, have a higher moment. I don't know. The
Yeah. I remember
Champions League.
Hazard scored from the. Okay, he missed the pen and then scored from the
Yeah,
rebound. Yeah, then we went to
yeah.
lift the trophy
Well, we have
after.
unbelievable teams we have. Let's. Is that your three then? Certified.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
my number one top is that game I just said.
that game, Palace. Yeah. Um, John, what about you?
I just well, like Bobby, it'll be the first Champions League
Yeah.
for me. Because I was there. I just quickly Googled Lopetegui, who's the manager now of Wolves.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you remember, in the when Chelsea won in Porto in 2021, we played Seville, and
Hmm.
Lopetegui predicted. I've got it in front of me. Lopetegui predicted that Chelsea would win the Champions League. Remember when we faced them in
Yeah.
two group stage games? I think Giroud
Yes,
scored a hat
Sevilla.
trick.
Yes.
May have
Yeah.
scored four in one
Yeah.
game, but Lopetegui was the Sevilla coach then,
If
and he predicted Chelsea would
yeah.
win that Champions League. Little did he
Yeah.
know that we'd sack. Little did he know that we would sack Lampard before we got there. But there we go. That's what we did. In recent memory too, for me, Munich, 2012. I was
Yeah.
fortunate enough to be there,
Mm,
and more
that was nice.
recently, Bolton, 2004. Because again, I was very fortunate enough to be there for that.
Yeah, that was massive. Two great goals by Lampard, our great legend. Yeah, unbelievable games. For me, I'll say the 1970 FA Cup because I was there very young. But that Champions League, the first win, when we finally won the biggest trophy, It was something else. It was close, but for me, because it was Peter Osgood, that's why that moment I can never forget. I'll never forget the Champions League. I'll never forget Drogba's header, Czech's save. Unbelievable, it was massive. We're lucky enough.
Why wasn't we allowed a parade for the Champions League the second time?
COVID.
Yeah, COVID, exactly. There was COVID around. Yeah,
it was COVID around.
There was COVID around. That's why they wouldn't let us. But the first
Wait,
time,
who here has been to a game where Chelsea have lifted the Prem? I'm just asking.
What, the last game? You mean the winning or the title?
Winning. I mean lifted the title.
I was at the United when we beat United 3-0 at the Bridge. Joe Cole, Carvalho.
Oh yeah.
I was at that one.
We beat United. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What was yours?
Great memories. What you mean the title?
Yeah, lifting the Prem and like taking the photo and everything.
It's like I think it's Mourinho's second title win. If I'm right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, John, what about you?
Well, the Bolton game secured.
Yeah, Bolton. Yeah, when we went up there. Yeah, I wasn't there at that game, but it was massive. Yeah,
it's the best because I like the parade. I like the way they like come around, kick balls to the fans. Like that's what they were doing.
You know what? Yeah, I've been there. Start of the seasons when we won the league, and the first game I can't remember which games there was, but when they came out, the players they brought out the trophies we won. I was there at them moments. It was unbelievable to see the Champions League paraded around the pitch, the league, the Premiership. That was unbelievable as well. But
I've got three sort of really satisfying moments.
Yeah.
That you just win and you're just really satisfied. The first one is the when we won the Super Cup.
Super Cup.
The second one, we really needed to win that, and we did it. And when we won the Club World Cup, I was so satisfied by that because that really put us on the map. We've done it all.
Yeah.
And
that was
enough,
the only trophy missing, wasn't it, John? Bobby.
Funny enough, one that I never forget, and I was really happy when we won, was the FA Cup final against Liverpool. That same 2012 where we won the Champions League.
Oh yeah, that was another massive
I
one.
was like, oh God, because it was so, it was such an important win against the team.
Wait, when was it the one where we won 2-1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that game.
And even then the referee was trying to turn it against us.
But we were too good. Even the ref couldn't stop us that day. We were so good.
To be fair, for me, one of the best games. Okay, one of the best entertaining games I've been to. If we were taking away winning trophies, if someone was asking me what's the best game you've been to, do you remember when we beat City 2-0, 18-19 season? I like that one. I got lots really. And remember we beat Man United 4-0.
Yeah.
That one as well.
Yeah, that was massive.
I remember that.
That was such a good feeling to smash United. That was
It was funny. It was just the way we peppered them.
One of the best moments when we went to Old Trafford, Bobby, and when we won the league, and they had to stand there and applaud us. United at Old Trafford, they had to stand there and applaud us.
What year was that again?
Coming up, huh?
What year was
that? That was at United Square. We won the league that season. I forgot what season now.
Was it 2009?
Yeah,
2009, isn't it?
Yeah, and they had to applaud us, and it was great to see Scholes and the rest of them, they're great players applauding the great, the great
Yeah,
Chelsea team. That was
Honestly,
yeah, I
unbelievable.
remember.
You remember,
John,
Bobby? You
John,
must remember.
yeah, I remember that when
Yeah,
Thiago scored that blinder from nearly the halfway line.
yeah,
But
that's
I've
what.
got to say,
Yeah.
people like John that were at the Allianz 2012.
Oh
Do
God.
you know what?
Yeah.
I've got to say, I'm not sure I could have been there because I would have been beside myself. I'm telling you, I
Yeah.
wasn't there, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't
Oh,
know what to do with myself. I
it takes a
was,
lot of balls.
I
oh
was,
Yeah.
Lord, I
That was
I,
was,
massive because
I
when
was, I was exactly the same.
oh,
I couldn't watch.
because it was
Almost,
like
I couldn't
yeah.
watch the second tie when we were down to 10 men, and
Mm.
I couldn't
that
breathe.
was
that
That
was
was
and that Torres goal. Wow.
yeah.
that
Well,
2012 at Bayern Munich's ground to go
if
and
you're
beat them.
interested,
You
if you're
know,
interested in the coach's
yeah.
tactics for that, Steve Holland has done both of them on YouTube, both the
Mm.
Barcelona game and the Bayern Munich game. His tactics and Chelsea's approach
Yeah.
to both of those.
So, like,
Unbelievable. John.
John, how are you actually feeling? Like when it go, like, bro, like that game.
Oh
I couldn't breathe. I mean, I couldn't breathe. Like, bro,
no,
Yeah.
like,
that's
especially,
not been there.
I
What the
I,
Allianz? Oh Lord.
I couldn't breathe,
Oh,
man. Like,
To go
especially
and
the
beat them at
penalties.
their own ground.
oh.
We packed that away end. We had a lot of fans. All right, Bayern Munich had the whole stadium, but we could hear those fans who went there, like John.
What did that Bayern banner say at the beginning? Our club, our city, our cup.
Yeah, it's like they wrote us off before, weeks before the game. They wrote us off with no chance for Chelsea, and we go up there and we beat them. Unbelievable! What a moment! Yeah,
It was bizarre. I think I
unbelievable.
tore my shirt. I
Yeah.
don't know. I was
Oh
beside
God,
myself.
I was going crazy
Oh
as well.
gosh.
I was celebrating all night, Bobby. I'm sure I went straight to Stamford Bridge after we won, drove there
Oh,
with
God.
thousands of others.
Yeah.
Going berserk, like it was unbelievable. It was,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Some
like
were
I
all
said, all
hugging
that
each other on the street.
unbelievable.
Oh gosh.
But that 1970 for me was different compared to everything. I don't know why. It's just that feeling I had. Yeah.
When we won it, my 9-year-old self just ran around the house. I couldn't do anything crazy. So
Yeah.
I just had to run around shouting in it when we won.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, with that chirps, I think we will end it. We've been on here since 7, don't we? Over 3 hours. But I know.
Nick, big preview on Friday.
Yeah, Friday we're going to do the Liverpool game. Our special guest star. Can anyone guess who's the special guest star?
Is it that Scottish guy from Dan's channel?
No, what? I wouldn't have him. He's a crazy son. Oh God.
Dex,
So
it's Dex,
They
isn't
want to
it?
chat to you actually, Nick. They want to
What?
chat to you.
Who?
The Liverpool lot.
I know they were trying to call me, but I didn't answer them. Yeah, no. Anyway, I don't. We're on live. No,
Dex,
I ain't got
is it
nothing
Dex?
against him. I'm joking. Yeah, Dex.
Yeah.
Of course, Dex is gonna be here.
Okay? So what's the special guest?
It's another Liverpool fan. He's usually in the chat. He was in the chat tonight and asking questions. He said they're gonna get Bellingham for sure and all these.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Let me go back and check. I'll tell you. I don't know if he said he's gonna come on. Let's see. I don't know, but he can come if he wants. He'll probably be in the chat. Bo McFadden. Yeah, I'll show you who he is here. What he's saying. Yeah, see it? I can guarantee that we'll come back to this channel when it's confirmed. He's talking about Bellingham because I said, don't think Liverpool have got him because Chelsea are still, if anyone can
Oh,
get Bellingham,
yeah.
it'd be Chelsea. This is what he replied. It makes me laugh, you know. But he's all right, the guy.
I think Enzo Fernandez is a priority over Bellingham and
Yeah,
Wright.
right now, yeah, he is. You're right there. Bellingham is for the summer, whoever gets him. But yeah, and we cool. Well, I'm not really ruling us out because you know, Bowley will surprise. It's going to surprise us a few more with a few more great players.
I don't think we'll get Enzo in January. We'll probably get him in the summer.
No, yeah, no chance now. But Liverpool, you know, they think they're going to get Bellingham right now. That's not going to happen.
Nah, they'll probably get him in the summer.
Yeah, they might get him if we don't hijack him as well.
I don't want Bellingham.
No, I want Fernandes right now, really.
Yeah, I just want Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah,
and someone else.
Yeah, you're right there.
We
Yeah,
need a
so
DM. We need a DM if we're getting Enzo Fernandez, and that DM has to be physical DM.
You know, I was looking at the Sky Sports tonight. They put out Chelsea's squad, and they said it's frightening. When Rhys James, Chilwell, Fofana, Kanté all come back as well, we have the biggest squad and the best in the league.
Mm.
You know, when you go write every name and you're going to see what a squad we have. We're building. So imagine next year he has to come together. Yeah.
Nick, do you know this João Gomez guy I keep talking about?
Yeah.
Wolves have signed him, and you're going to see what.
You're right. Wolves got Wolves.
Yeah. You're going to see what player we've missed out on. I'm just saying.
It's
only
like
10 million euros. You'll see. Just keep watching Wolves.
Liverpool trying to get Ruben Neves now as well. Right now, they're looking at Neves. I wanted him at Chelsea. You know, but Fernandez.
I'm not ruling out us getting Rice and Enzo together.
Oh, I don't know about that deals. I think we lucky to get one Fernandez for now. If we get Fernandez, it'd be really major with Felix and Mudryk. It'd be great. But let's see. With that, people, any last thoughts, anyone, before we go? Any last comments?
No.
We said it
all
all
at the moment, man.
Yeah, we said it all. I know you know, it doesn't matter, Bobby, you have certified, you came late, but we still, you still had to say we stayed longer.
Big up Bobby, big up John, big up
to all of you. Thanks for all of you who come on tonight. Bobby, Deals, you, Certify, I did a podcast. JP, he came on. Dex and John. Thanks, John. Bobby and John, before you go, don't forget the next Sunday we're gonna do the good old days.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, I'll send a reminder. I put a reminder.
Okay.
We got it good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put it. 2-3 days. Let's say 2 days before we do it.
I've got to go.
Put it on the YouTube and that. So, and the time. I was, see what time we do it. Yeah. All right. With that, thanks for everyone who come on. Like I said, and thanks everyone who came in the chat, and of course, thanks for whoever watched us. So we'll be back probably Friday for the Liverpool preview, which is massive game on Saturday. So with that, thanks whoever watched us, and please subscribe and like our channel. It helps a lot. Thanks a lot, and good night. God bless you all.